I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button. Sharing is caring. Share this content all around the globe.
Ready? Run from it.
Destiny.
Destiny arrives all the same.
Or should I say?
Or should I say?
I am. And if one thing we all adore, something worth dying for, there's nothing but pain. We stuck in this game. We searching for fortune in fame. Come on, baby. And there's the room fill up. Be sure, and I mean just that, be sure to hit that like button. Share this content. Let a friend or a neighbor know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk. And B. Yon, that's including the ice wall, Cowboys joint practice. Shout out to the joints. With the Rams news and notes. Come on. Sharing is caring. Share this content all over the globe. Come on, baby. That boy said glory. The longest intro in the land, but it's necessary. Get your room situated, get your seat situated, grab your popcorn and chicken wings and things. Come on, baby. For the culture, baby. Start time part 2. Nobody, baby. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. 5, 4, 3. Shout out to you, Josh Brown. Ice cold cowboy, I see you, fam. Martinez in the building. Who else? Shout out to you, VIP. And Jonathan Henderson with the coins. Appreciate you. None of the Diddy stuff. No, none of the babies, man. 2, 3, and 1. Come on, baby. All right. Appreciate everybody for rocking with me, understanding that, man, I've been trying to get this going, that going, and today been a crazy day, but I'm glad I'm here, and we're going to talk Cowboys football and beyond. Appreciate you guys. For those who've been hiding under a rock, Quentin Williams signed an extension with the Cowboys, so he will be here for the foreseeable future. Now you got a building piece that you can build upon, and now you can stack things amongst those particular avenues, right, of building right. You know, we are a long way from praying and hoping, man, can Linval Joseph, can he give us something, man? Can Antoine Woods give us something? No, man, I'm from Mississippi, dog. So just be glad that I'm just calling his name, you know. Yeah, I got the Quinn part, you know, right, you know. So, you know, I would figure out a way to start saying Quentin, but I'm just calling him Quintum, you know, Quintum Williams. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm going. You know, I'm country, man. Shoot. So y'all leave me alone, man. Y'all stop fighting with me, man. You know?
What's your point?
Yeah. So he Quintum Williams, man. You know, he gonna get his name right when he correct me, you know? But shout out to Quentin Williams instead of Quintum. Quintum. You know, I always figured out ways to mess up people's names, man. But neither here nor there, Cowboys Nation. They didn't have footages in practice today. So Jerry Jones says, F all of that. I'm still going to capture some stuff and share to my audience, man. And I get it, But before we go into this conversation, this is where it starts again, because Christian Parker agrees with the Rams facility of not showcasing all of the tapes and stuff. Let's listen one more time.
How weird is it seeing a bunch of clips of practice floating on the internet every day?
Yeah, it's weird.
Is it?
Yeah, not a fan.
Is that something that, even being in Philadelphia, you guys would you guys actually look at stuff like that?
Yeah.
Does that give you an advantage as an opposing team?
Yeah, yes and no. I mean, once you get past like game 3 or 4, everything's on tape, right?
Shout out to you, Ron.
1 or 2,
for the coins.
Things. So actually, and I don't know if people realize this, but I was following some of our, media members and
me. You're following me. Shout out to my guy, man. Shout out to all of the noops and everything else too, by the way. But Christian Parker, shout out to you for the stars. Now that's what I like right there. A star, baby. Yeah, what a mouth at. It just got a button nose, no mouth on that star. But with that being said, here's my overall takeaway. I don't give a damn. Because at the end of the day, whether you show the clip or don't show the clip, you got to get out there and play to bring us the clip, right? That's just how I look at it. Donald Dotson, appreciate you. Shout out to the one and only Law Nation. Appreciate you for the fires. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, bro. Shout out to you, Clutch. So what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, is the simple fact of the matter is that the Jets never show practice clips. The Giants, they never show practice clips. Washington, they don't show practice clips. And they ain't winning no doggone games over here. So at the end of the day, regardless of whether or not you show them, or you hide them, when it's something good, you can see, regardless when it's time to showcase it. And that's my stance on it. Now, granted, there are a few teams that win Super Bowls and beyond, and we can go back and talk about those teams of what they showed or didn't show. But you got to be able to perform, right? That's right. AJG for life. Appreciate you. Barron is a baller. Let's talk about Barron too. Since you go set it over like that. I like what Barron was able to do. And who's old enough to remember last season, I was saying, hey, put him out there, because he had made a special teams play. And I was sitting there saying, hey, put Barron out there. He can't be no worse than what we've seen out of Kenneth Murray, right? And what's the other guy that we had out there? Sanborn and them. I said, put Barron out there. You never know. You can't get worse than the 32nd ranked defense. And 9 times out of 10, boy, was we right. He had 3 INTs today. He picked off Matthew Stafford. That's a starting quarterback, by the way. And then he picked off the other backup quarterback. I forgot his name. He picked him off twice as well. And it seems as if, though, the Cowboys are heading into a proper direction. And let's listen to the great Stephen Jones on his recent interview.
Steven, Saturday, DallasCowboys.com. Let's see if he can get a little bit more specific on positions that they would add to.
The interesting ones are obviously where there's question marks. Obviously, the corner position, Bland's going to hold that down in terms of his side of the ledger, and feel great about how he is.
Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear that correctly. Appreciate you guys.
From a health standpoint, I think it's the best he's felt in 2 years. Certainly, Caleb Downs has been better than advertised in terms of him holding down that nickel spot and safety spot. But the real battle's going on over there at corner on the other side of the field.
We good on time, everybody. Y'all appreciate you guys. Let's roll with the show. put a 1 in the chat if everything's great, and y'all want to continue to go. Let's go.
A young guy, obviously, and Revel, who's doing a great job, and then another great group of players that are going to be competing out there. But to me, that's an interesting one. And then the linebacker spot. Obviously, we've got Overshown there and D. Winters that we got from San Francisco. But I think Barham's showing he belongs in this league, and he's going to be pushing. And Shamar James. So those two positions for me are ones that I'm keeping a close eye on because there's not necessarily an incumbent, if you will, and so we're looking forward to that.
Most certainly. Before we finish the rest of this was yesterday, and for Byron to catch 3 INTs today, maybe Stephen Jones is on to something. Maybe he is absolutely doing player evaluation 365. Maybe, just maybe, there's some football in that head, of Stephen Jones. Because this interview was yesterday. And no one saw Byron, how you say that kid's name? What number is he, What number is he? No one, let me pull up the chart, man. You got the unofficial chart right here. What number is he? Because he showed out today. 45, keeping it live, man. 45 showed his off today. Yeah, he can cover. So shout out to Stephen Jones with some football insight the day before it happened, So 45 is Byron, Justin, JB. So put SJ in the chat, man. Let's give. Now I said, and I'm normally stay true to this. Yeah, he wore 55 last season. I'm glad you picked that up, Dallas Dog. Can't nobody can outsniff Dallas Dog, baby. He had wore 55 last season. All right, so shout out to you. Look at the dog, even the hey. Get on back. Hey, where the big dogs at, man? Where the big dog? I like the little dog. Damn, boy. Yeah. Now I said that I wouldn't give out any flowers to Jerry. Let me renege just a little bit and give flowers to Stephen Jones. I got to at this point. I mean, he's whooping my tail right now. He's proving me wrong on so many things, man. He fooled around and said that we're not fit to sign GP. He's going to play under the franchise tag. I was wrong, right? That segment when Colin Cowherd says where I was wrong? Well, I was wrong. I don't mind being wrong. And I said that he wouldn't be able to get this Quinton Williams thing done. I was wrong, So I like being wrong and he being right. Shoot. Let's see some SJs in the chat, man. Come on, man. Let me see all of those SJs, man. He's moving different now. Jerry Jones, I'm still giving him seeds, though. I ain't giving Jerry Jones no flowers yet. But, man, Stephen Jones, I'm giving him his first flowers. If y'all can find a flower emoji, put it in the chat.
Okay, mentioning everything but D-line up front.
Yeah, and which has been what I felt like was the most behind while we were out there. I mean, not the trench game is fine, but in terms of pass rush, like getting guys off the edge. But I'm surprised there that he locks in Bland, like no doubt about it, as like he's starting. And so it's more Durant and Revel and them competing out there.
Stevens.
No doubt, Revel been playing lights out, and shout out to Siobhan Revel Sr., for pointing that out, saying my son will have an unbelievable start of the year, and he is doing just that, or even better. At this point, the Cowboys are doing everything that they need. Y'all put a wilted flower out there. That's crazy. With that being said, let me see if we can do this. Boom. Let's share this content. Let's sharing is caring. Let me get things going anyway. Boom. Here we go. And only SJ I respect is San Jose because them Latinas is sexy. Whoa, man. Oh, wow. Shout out to Mike Jones. Appreciate you. The thing is, the thing is with all of this, when we start to talk about the way that they're moving and positioning themselves, we got a little ways to go. Let's listen to this audio before I go into more details of the practice.
Are the Cowboys now, like, functional? I can't even say it. Like, do you feel like the Cowboys are well run from a football perspective?
I feel like the Dallas Cowboys have positioned themselves to win the Michael Parsons trade. And I think that's one of the things that you point to. Quinnen Williams was one of the big acquisitions with the capital that Jerry Jones got when he dealt Michael on the eve of last season. He traded for Quinnen Williams at the deadline when the Jets had a fire sale, and you saw that Dallas Cowboys defense took a leap in terms of improvement. And so I think they see him as a foundational piece, a building block for what Christian Parker, their new defensive coordinator, wants to do. They got a lot more big bodies up front, which is philosophically a shift from what the Dallas Cowboys have been for the better part of the 2020s. And so when you have a player like Quinnen Williams that can be as disruptive in the run game and the pass game as he does, it makes life easier for everybody on that unit.
Most certainly, Quinnen, instead of Quinnem, controls majority of everything. If you can block it up front, of course, we're talking about offensive line, you win, right? But if you can disrupt that blocking ability with your D-line, then you win. It's just a battle of war. And to hear so many people talking praisingly or glowingly of Quinnen Williams is a good thing. You got to build your foundation right. Putting fresh paint on a house and a new roof is not going to save it. You may can sell it, but when it's time to live in it, you hear all of the plumbing issues going bad. The doors opening when you walk in and shifting through the rooms of the houses there, of the house there. And of course, cabinet doors don't close right because you got a bad foundation. Cowboys had for many of years a bad foundation. And Quinnen Williams' ability to alleviate those things helps this team out tremendously because you're being built right. And we're not even talking about Caleb Downs at this point, right? We're not even getting in our bags of talking about the other pieces like the Kobe Durant this offseason is doing. So I like what I'm hearing out of all of this. Now, the Michael Parsons thing is going to always be being brought up because it was such an electric moment for us for those 12-5 years, right? But we are being built right. Give me that versus the 12-5 high sack stuff and with the inability to stop the run. Give me the ability to stop the run, make a team to be one-dimensional, and then give me pass rush so that when our quarterback of the opposing team is trying to go through his progressions, that you can get that sack. And what's differently from this year to last season, or last season to this season, simple facts that the Cowboys literally going to have scheme involved. You're not going to see the same test over and over again. When Matt Eberflus showed you 5, it was 5. Now Christian Parker's showing you 5, it may be 3, maybe 2, maybe 5. Give us an illusion, and I love that. Mix Matrix says that you get a chance to see any scrimmage today. We're going to get right to it then. But before we get to the scrimmages and all of that stuff, let's play this clip out, and then we'll get to it. Appreciate everybody.
Defensive tackle for the New York Jets, believing that their defense would be bolstered by one of the best defensive tackles in football. They made that investment, and now they wanted to make sure that he did not go anywhere. So they invested in him again, 3 years, $105.9 million, more than $35 million per year. Overall, it's 5 years, $153.15 million with $101 million guaranteed, making sure that Quinnen Williams stays in Dallas for the foreseeable future. Not the only player to get paid today. Let's go to New England, where Hunter Henry.
Nah, nobody give a damn about Hunter. I love the news about Quinnen getting paid. And I love the way our direction is going. I love it. When you see a call cry for Max Crosby, I said this earlier today. We talked about not being satisfied, not being a person that can easily get pleased. I don't give a dog if we start the season off 3-0, 4-0, 5-0. If it's a possibility to put a little bit more dip on that chip, then do it. The time is now, and it's not later.
Max Crosby back. Max Crosby's the one I'm going to be watching, though. Not necessarily before the season, but once the season starts, if the Raiders struggle, because they've already stretched the rubber band to the point of trading him. And that was at a time when people were concerned about the health of his knee. He's cleared. He's back. Now, whether he's got 5 more years in that knee is a different issue. But if they aren't playing well and they understand that Max Crosby isn't going to be part of the long-term solution and they could get value for him, now they're going to have a hard time getting 2 first-round picks like they would have gotten from the Ravens if that deal had gone through. But if they could get a first-round pick for Max Crosby and move on from him and get that fresh start for him and for them, I feel like that's something we need to be watching as we get into the season and as the Tuesday after Week 9 approaches. Because I can see a team like the Cowboys. They've already talked about giving up future assets to improve their defense. And there was talk that they were thinking about making a play for Max Crosby back in March when the Ravens did. It would not surprise me if the Cowboys contend, the Raiders don't, Crosby gets traded to Dallas.
Mike Florio, the clickbaiting king of all clickbaiters, right? Mike Florio. It's like all of the mics, man. They be sometimes be on it. I don't mind that click and a bait because as we look back at everything and we say, okay, we know that the asking price was 2 first-round draft picks. But that was many a moons ago, man. Many a moons ago. The asking price now got to be tarnished to a degree. And the way I see it, I know how y'all covet first-round draft picks. I know how y'all want those type of things. But I'm with the belief, F them picks, man. Our sacrifice. Come on, where you at, Uncle Charles? I would literally
sacrifice.
I would sacrifice a first-round draft pick now because my mindset is winning deep into the playoffs. I would say the other word, but y'all can say it for me. It starts with an S, and they also have a B in there. You know, so we're not picking with the 10th pick. We're not picking with the 15th pick, with the 20th pick. We're picking late. So we're arguing over a second-round draft pick, basically. F the pick. I'm trying to win. Nah. Not saying that we can't go win it all with what we have. We will be okay. We will be okay. But I want to be more than okay. Right now, everybody right now watching right now have the ability to see and hear me. Y'all are okay. But I want you to be more than okay. I want you to be just like I read in the book where it says, cup runneth over. I want the grand creator to pour upon a blessing that we can't receive. That it just continue to fill. Whereas it's filling up and it's just spewing out of the cup. That's how I want us to be for the 2026. I want us to be whooping tail so bad that people point fingers and say, look at Jerry buying a Super Bowl. Look at Jerry making all of these moves to win a Super Bowl. And I'm sitting here saying, so what? I don't give a dog. I don't care about y'all talking about this and that. Because if we was losing, you guys would still beat us up. And even when we win, you guys still beat us up. So I'm trying to win at all costs in the mighty goodness of the Cowboys. That's what I want. And I want y'all to be boastful and braggadocious about that too.
Has signed an extension 3-year deal with the Cowboys. There is only one reason the former best player for the New York Jets is now a Cowboy. They were able to trade for him because they got rid of Micah Parsons. And I said this when the Micah Parsons deal happened. The media overvalues football stars that are not quarterbacks because they have them on their fantasy teams, and bigger stars equal better stories. So everybody gloms onto football stars. Oh, Micah's gone. Remember the year they traded for him? Green Bay had 11 wins, Dallas had 7. Yet today, with Micah out of the building, both the Packers and Cowboys are projected to win the same number of games. Folks, this is a complementary sport. It's now a wide receiver league more than it's ever been, and Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson, the NFL's 2 best receivers, could not make the playoffs last year, and 40% of the league does.
I like the way he put that. Man, this boy, he know how to escape out of a whole conversation. Because if it was the inverse, of course, they'd be talking about the quarterback. But that's neither here nor there. Shout out to what he's saying. I love the way he breaking this down right now. Keep going. Keep going.
Couldn't make the playoffs. By the way, T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, last 5 years, 2 most dominant defensive players, 240-some sacks. 18 years combined, 1 playoff win. So you all freaking out on the Micah Parsons trade. I would make an argument by October or Thanksgiving. The Dallas Cowboys, it could be official, won the Micah Parsons deal. Remember what Jerry Jones said the day of the trade?
You've got to really weigh how many players. And I'm just going to give you this. Not only do we immediately get a player, but those draft picks could get us, I'm talking top Pro Bowl type players, could. Not necessarily, you're going to be quick to say, you won't necessarily get those players. You got to draft them or acquire them. But they could get us as few as 3 or as many as 5 outstanding players.
Yeah, Quinn.
Yeah. I got Jerry. That Jerry boy, I'm still giving him seeds. These could be seeds of hope, seeds of doubt, but this is seeds of it's up to him to how he watered what's needing to happen. And so far, the only negative connotation that we heard from camp was, speculations on maybe they okay without paying GP and they good with Ryan Flanoy, And I like my guy Ryan Flanoy, right? I mean, he's a whole success story and a half, right? Just by him being cut last season, we made a fit about it, and then they brought him back on, and then he was eventually elevated back to the team and made some unbelievable plays all last season. But what I don't want you guys to be is satisfied. Don't get satisfied right now. It's way too soon. And what I'm saying is, yes, we feel happy about everything now. We talking about who won this and who won that. Damn it, we don't give a dog. We want to win games. I don't talk about winning the trades and stuff. We want to win games. And how that happened, if you continue to build your team. And don't listen to the naysayers of saying, hey, man, you buying your wins. Bump all of that because it's cool when the Rams do it. It's cool when other teams did it like the Buccaneers. So let us do it. It's cool when the Eagles did it, right? So let us do it. Let's get it. Now, Flo, I like Ryan Flanoy. We're going to talk about that, too. Ace Boog says Highsmith will be a good move. Yeah. More and more picks. Never get satisfied with this. And on top of that, we don't have to get locked in and lasered in only on Max Crosby, right? I'm only saying Max because we can contextualize what he would bring. But, hey, I'm just as equal of bringing in a Josh Sweat, Bobby Wagner, Von Miller. I'm just as equal of bringing in some free agent guys. Shout out to you, Ice Cold, for the dub, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Williams, Pro Bowl defensive tackle. By the way, when they traded Micah initially, the Cowboys got worse. That gave them a better draft pick. That draft pick became Caleb Downs, to me, the steal of the draft.
He is, yeah.
I think there's an argument he could be the best player in the draft.
He is.
You don't
Yeah,
get
he
that
is.
if the Cowboys had 2 or 3 more wins. They are so lucky that Caleb Downs, the safety from Ohio State, fell to them, and they still stole him. So, Tyreek Hill.
And it fell to him and then still stole him. I love that.
Remember when he left Kansas City? I said, it's Andy Reid and Mahomes. They don't need him. Oh, Miami. Keep your eye on Miami. Yeah, they were 9-8 the year before without him. They were 9-8 with him. The whole thing ended up being a big mess. And the Chiefs, without Tyreek Hill, went to 3 straight Super Bowls.
Yeah, I mean, that's straw, man. But I think the Chiefs run. Sometimes you go on a run. With or without Tyreek Hill. They was going to go on that run. And so many people look at what their offense was doing. Pat Mahomes struggled in some of those series, and he had to lean on defense. But it get overlooked because Pat Mahomes can throw those magical plays, and he's a damn good quarterback. I'm not taking that away from Pat. You got Andy Reid in your back pocket, and then you had Spagnuolo, who's no one to sneeze at as it relates to defense. What you saw out of Kansas City Chiefs was a complete team. Law, do you have any truth to this? Yeah, I got plenty of truth to this. If you look at the numbers comparable to the quarterback that you got here, the only difference is, of course, Pat Mahomes is money. But there's been times that you didn't have to lean everything on Pat Mahomes. You had a Chris Jones. You had guys on defense making unbelievable plays. Finishing out on that run of the 3 Super Bowls that they won, top 10 in every single trip. Plus a Pat Mahomes, of course you can sacrifice a Tyreek Hill and get things done. Because what win championships, ladies and gentlemen? And I know a lot of people will look at it like the Cowboys, when we lose, we're looking for something to blame. We're looking for point a person out, and the lowest of the hanging of the fruit is Dak Prescott. And I know I sound like a Dak Prescott apologist, and yes, he needed to play better, but we tend to isolate and only look at it one way and say that it's him that's the problem. Even if you just transfer, and I know you guys going to call me out and say, nah, dog, you lying. If you were to just transfer Pat Mahomes and put him at the silver and blue and the star on the side of the helmet for those stretch of years, right? You probably come out with the same outcome when your defense can't stop a nosebleed, when your defense can't stand tall with it and step up and make crucial plays. You wasn't going to win with this Cowboys defense. You probably would have won a playoff game here or there. But overall, the style and kind of caliber defense that we had out there wasn't Super Bowl ready or Super Bowl-esque defense. When you have glaring holes, you can't stop the run, and you so codependent on takeaways, that's not formula to win. It's not. Defense win championships, baby. Reid got the winning lottery ticket back then. Andy Reid, man, unbelievable coach. But I think we dismissed Spags, man, for so much of what he brought to that organization on the ability to win. Think about it. The 49ers was 9 yards away from winning the Super Bowl. If they had any version or any variations of the Cowboys defense, that 9 yards is easily scored. I can't make this stuff up. And even though one of those Super Bowls that they played against the mighty Philadelphia Eagles, and Jalen Hurts scooped and fumbled the ball, if they had any variations of the Cowboys defense in that game, the Eagles win. You know what I'm saying? So it is for what it is. I get the notion that you got rid of Tyreek Hill and you win multiple Super Bowls since then. But the ideology is that your defense stood tall.
I mean, DK Metcalf and the Seahawks offense went from below average to top 3 in the league, trading DK Metcalf. The Steelers were 10-7 before DK, 10-7 with him, and the offense was nearly identical. Look it up. Total offense was nearly identical. And the Seahawks not only got significantly better when he left because JSN got more looks, and Sam Darnold is better than Geno, but they got Nick Amanwori, the safety from South Carolina, in the second round. And by the way, with that pick, they got him in the second round, moved up. That kid may be an 8-year Pro Bowler. I mean, that kid could be an all-pro guy for most of the next decade. He is a monster at safety for the Seahawks.
The Seattle Seahawks would have won the Super Bowl with or without DK. Getting rid of DK Metcalf wasn't the reason why they won. It was their defense. Sam Darnold even said it himself. They had the number 1 scoring defense in the National Football League last year, baby. You know, jeez. Defense. Look, people will miss the meat so much worrying about the potatoes. Now, granted, DK could have been even more of a head case with Sam Darnold, but that's subjective, right? Or that's speculative. What I'm saying is basically, defense win you championships, right? You know, and you still have to have a little piece of offense. I get that. But nobody came into this situation. We don't dismiss JSN. I think that JSN getting a lot of credit for what he do or what have you. But keep in mind that they had 2 things that was very good: running the ball and playing sound defense. And when you run the ball, guess what? It's one-on-one to the outside. It's a safer look for the quarterback because you still got to protect the number 1 thing, and that is stopping the run. And when you have a loaded box to stop that damn running back, and it's one-on-one to the outside, and Sam Darnold got enough time to go through his progression to make his throw to a JSN or to a Cooper Kupp, you're going to win a lot of games. And what happened ultimately is that they took that same running back and didn't pay him, and now he's going to Kansas City Chiefs land. Trust and believe. Kansas City Chiefs with that damn running back is going to make it far this year. And Pat Mahomes is already moving around and doing things. If you think I'm lying, look up the first Super Bowl Pat Mahomes won. Let me know, were they throwing the ball everywhere or were they balancing, running the ball and playing good defense? Oops, I think I'm talking too much. Let me know if there was any time that we had a running back like they was doing, even in Kansas City Chiefs land. Boy, I'm telling y'all.
So you get flexibility. Cowboys got it. You get draft picks. It may make you initially worse, meaning you get a better draft pick. But I kept saying over and over, this is an all-time, Colin was right. Take a deep breath. We overvalue non-quarterback stars in this league. Now, when Christian McCaffrey and Trent Williams go to San Francisco, not quarterbacks, but they are directly connected to the quarterback in San Francisco, Brock Purdy, those are moves that are substantial. The best left tackle arguably in football and the best running back arguably since Barry Sanders. Those are non-quarterback moves with a great coach who knows how to use Purdy with Christian McCaffrey, with Trent Williams. That's an instance where it mattered. But by and large, we just overvalue this stuff. I look at the Cowboys
Matt, what you would say
this morning between Caleb Downs' draft pick, Quinnen Williams, the roster flexibility. This is the best team they've had in terms of overall talent, arguably in a decade.
No doubt, no doubt. Got a super chat, man. Appreciate you. Hotel, appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. So, Law, why would we keep GP if we are 12-5 without him? Because you got a better chance of winning. All right, so here's my stance on this. GP is happy here. GP don't walk around with his head down. GP is the best solution to keep an even keel with CD. We know for sure when CD gets somewhat some shape, form, or fashion on a down day, that whole entire day is down. I have never seen CD start off slow, have a few drops, then all of a sudden something clicks and he gets going. Now, is that an indictment on CD? No. So I think that the perfect match would be GP and CD. Now, are we okay? That's the thing. Without GP. Yes, we are. It goes back to what I said earlier when I was on Start Time the first time. You know what I'm saying, for your mind. Is that we were okay without Amari Cooper. That's a given fact. We were okay. 12-5 states that. But let's contextualize the fact that if you didn't have Noah Brown, if you didn't have the T.Y. Hiltons of the world, maybe, just maybe, you have the better dude, the better player, the better outcome in those situations so that you don't have to struggle as much. Even though we were 12-5, maybe, just maybe, we're 13-4. You're plus one win game. That changed the whole dynamics of everything. So what I'm looking at is that I don't want that to happen again, of us including ourselves and saying, you know what, we okay. We're going to win games with CeeDee Lamb and Ron Flournoy, and let's take this big discount, and let's go get more pieces on defense. You probably be right. That was the whole move in 2015. We okay. We got the Offensive Player of the Year, DeMarco Murray, who we got rid of, because the whole thing, that the whole narrative that was sold to us, that anybody can run behind this offensive line. And it made Joseph Randle talk out of term and say there was a lot of meat on the bone that was left. And people bought in the theory that we will be okay without DeMarco Murray. People bought in the theory that we got this good offensive line, that it's okay to go hardball with Dez Bryant and not pay him his money early, right? It's okay because we got a veteran quarterback like Tony Romo. We got a fortress of a front offensive line. And we thought going into 2015 that all we needed to do is revamp up some pieces on the defense, and we will be okay with Greg Hardy and them. Randy Gregory coming off of the weed and stuff. And we got this other guy who's finally fitting in the right spot. What was his name? The damn linebacker, number 55, Roll Tide. His name is tip of my tongue. And everybody thought that we would be okay. Here come the Cowboys. This is our year. We finally solidified the defense. And boy, I got a story to tell. By moving on from DeMarco Murray for saving some coins, you put an inexperienced guy out there, and Joseph Randle whiffed on a block, went out to leak instead of just stacking, and got your quarterback creamed. Out for the season. And we were all hoping, if Romo can just get back, we still had a chance at it. Why? Because finally, we had the 6th ranked defense. Finally, we had the defense, but we didn't have the offense because we thought Rolando McClain. Appreciate y'all, man. I'm getting old here. But y'all get what I'm saying, because we operated out of comfort and we will be okay. Nah, man. After 2014, we should have been all in then. We should have said, okay, Dez, what you want, man? You know, you want a rack of lamb? You want a new Mercedes? What you want? You want a new house? You want to stay and prosper? You shouldn't have played hardball with Dez. You shouldn't have played hardball with DeMarco. Now, hindsight is 20/20. I get that. But damn, we should have had some type of contingency plan. Not Joseph Randle not building from within. The official brand says, man, too many excuses for us. I saw the Patriots go to the Super Bowl with a bunch of Noah Browns. But I love it. I love it. But did they have Jason Garrett as the coach? And technically, those Patriots that was going to those Super Bowl, how dare you? How dare you spit upon Gronkowski? You know, and the guy that was slashing throats and doing and bending guys over and stuff. Well, I guess his name is Hernandez or something like that. Yeah. How dare you? You know, yeah, because they look, close your eyes and imagine that the Patriots at once upon a time had Revis, who's by far one of the most feared DBs of all time. Not just him, they had, to a degree, Talib, who's by far one of the most feared DBs of all time. And by far, if you really think about it, they had a younger version of Stephon Gilmore. Man, we had Anthony Brown, man. We had both of the Browns, man. We had so many Browns that I'm scared of calling people Browns. You know what I'm saying? We had an Anthony Brown, a Noah Brown. Man, these Browns, boy, but we doo-doo Brown, man. Come on, man. Yeah. So at the end of the day, I know we can sit back and we talk about excuses. But man, at some point, my whole saying of this, excuses are facts that you don't want to hear. The fact of the matter is, we talking about showing tape and showing clips. It doesn't matter. If they didn't even know what Jason Garrett was going to do. It's how you doing, guys. We all knew, you know. Shoot, Ty Law to a big, yeah. Ty Law, all of those boys. Patriots, man, people fail to realize they were solid on defense. And they were smart on offense. And that offense fit Tom Brady like a glove. Boy, I'm telling you. And then they had actual schemes and principles and stuff like that. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, 30 years, 30 seasons without a ring, and we got all of these excuses. But the reality of it, coaches matter. And player acquisition matter. Defense win championships. Offense win you games. Shout out to the hotel. He says, and one of the reasons why I'm entertaining all of this because, you know, we got a little time. Man. Shoot. We got enough time. You know, this is for a long form. I do this content for all of my truck drivers. You know what I'm saying? And Julius Elderman is light years ahead of Noah Brown, too, by the way. Shoot. Julius Elderman and all of those boys, shoot, all of those short wide receivers that they had was pretty good. We better on defense. No telling what GP could do and get us. Yes, you're right. Let's
Earlier about the defense just need to be a speed bump. I tell you what, guys, I'm excited about the Cowboys. Is that, you know, no real questions about Dak Prescott or their offense. They're going to score points. They're going to be explosive. He's one of those guys that I believe can carry a football team with his right arm if need be. So excited about their offense to build from where they were a year ago. But I really like some of the moves that they made on defense. The interior, the defensive line, Rashawn Gary made some moves on the back end. You know, I know Mike Robb was talking earlier about the defense just need to be a speed bump. Just need to slow some guys down. But I think their defense is going to be much improved. Add Caleb Downs to the mix. I believe this is going to be a good football team. Obviously, preseason, it's all on paper. We got to see it between the lines. But I'm excited for Dak, this Cowboys team, and I think they're going to surprise some people this year.
No doubt, man. And Kurt Warner, man, he's a Super Bowl champ as well. And just to be fair with Kurt Warner and all of this stuff, even Kurt Warner, he only been great when he had Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Larry Fitzgerald, and Anquan Bolden. All of those other years, hell, he couldn't even beat out Eli. Let me know if I'm lying. Yeah. So you still need wide receivers, man, what I'm getting at, even with Kurt Warner. and the year he won the Super Bowl, he had Falk in them, so he had Marshall Faulk and everything. And they still had a very sustainable defense, by the way. So Kurt Warner also proves my point. My guy Cowboys 85-84 says points win championships, Michael Irvin. That's easy for Michael Irvin to say. When you got a number one defense, man, in the National Football League, or a defense and give the ball back to your offense, and then you got a running back who to this day still had the touchdown playoff record of 19, or I think he got 20. No one else got close to that. Adam Vinatieri beat Warner through his last kicks though. Yeah. You right. Sad nobody thrown a helmet at the Joneses since then. Yeah, but let's get back to it, man. Let's get to this Cowboy stuff, man. I think we got some highlights of all what happened in the camp today. I appreciate everybody, man. GP was fired up a little earlier today, and let's go with it. I was going to say something, but I don't want Unc to come after me. Hell nah. But this GP, man, they said that he was pretty much unguardable today, just doing all type of things to my Mississippi State guy, all in the face, doing his thing, just being that elixir. I love what the possibilities of Ron Flournoy going to do and CD, but I like this stuff right here, man. Give me some of that dog stuff, man, kicking pylons and stuff like that. Yeah, give me that all day, baby. I love what I'm seeing out of this kid, GP, just having an unbelievable situation. These are 2 INTs from Barron. Appreciate him. Just being in the middle of the field. You're seeing how that tight coverage is from P.J. Locke. And this is what we talking about, complementary football, being able to give clouded judgments for the quarterback and then standing tall with it. Look, I love it, man. Bracket coverage right there, able to pick him off. Did M-Law gets his Law Nation gear? AJG, I need to reach out to Malachi Law to give him some Law Nation stuff, man. You're right. Yes, indeed, bro. Yes, indeed. I like what I'm seeing out of Barron, and especially picking off number 9, who's Matthew Stafford over there. That is a good thing, great thing. Like seeing that. This is Dak Prescott to Flo. You know what I'm gonna like? All 3 of these wide receivers. I'm all about fashion, all about what they said about Prime. You look good, you play good, you play good. What is it? You look good, you feel good. You feel good, you play good. Somebody give me the quote. But if this is going to be the new wave, oh my God, can they play with these visors? If all three of these guys, play with them damn visors, that's going to be dope. I would love to see CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, and Flo with these visors, man. And I hope the NFL don't hate on them like they did with my guy Dez Bryant. I'll never forget, it was Dez Bryant versus Washington. I think it was on Thanksgiving Day. And Dez Bryant, boy, he put up like 2 touchdowns. And they said, hey, you got to take that visor off. If not, we're going to kick him out of the game or something. So in the second half, they made him take the visor off. And I said, man, NFL is so weak and lame for that. But I would love for these boys to play with those visors, all 3 of them. Yeah, that just look like something new that we doing, And Flournoy, I like what he's doing. I'm not finna dampen the fire with that. But let's keep in mind that he's going to do what he need to do on the simple strength that you got CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens. Yeah. Yeah, DBs can't read. Ooh, I didn't think about that, Jabbar, even though you don't supposed to. but DBs can't read the quarterback eyes. But I never thought about it with the wide receivers. Yeah, so I love this, man. Shout out to Ryan Flanoy for doing his thing, and we got a chance to interview him earlier. I love this, man, and we might try to get that interview out to you guys, but here we go. This is the other wide receiver with the alien head, you know, and we all remember. I think it was against the Detroit Lions when CeeDee Lamb had that concussion, right? But when you look back at Lamb with his Guardian helmet on, I think that he's focused in, and he's definitely gonna be a threat out there. Say whatever you want to say, but those trio of wide receivers are gonna be a real problem to have for the opposing teams, and especially when you throw in and you sprinkle in a Kevontae Turpin here and there. You sprinkle in a Jadon Blue in the backfield. And I heard that he had a fumble today. He fumbled today. And that's okay. I get it. This is first time fumbling today, I believe. Maffa fumbled in practice last week when I was out there. Let's not beat the kid up. I know he got fumbling problems and histories and stuff like that. I said earlier, Tiki Barber was the guy that had a high fumble rate. But you can mitigate the risk with this because he's not your leading tailback. You tell Blue, we need your speed out there. We ain't going to run you through A-gap and B-gap and stuff like that. Bounce it to the outside. And then when you get enough yards, get your butt out of bounds. And if you can get to the edge and get on upfield, then take it. You got good speed. And let me tell y'all something about back shoulder fade. The only way you win when the quarterback put that ball right on the money is from the LOS. If you don't win off your releases on the back shoulder, it's almost damn near impossible to stop. That's one pass, and I'm saying that Dak, and I'm telling y'all, he never threw a good fade ball in my opinion. And if he can perfect the fade, now, I heard Dak on here this and like, man, F you, Law. You know, I'm mad at you, Law. But I think Dak threw a good post. He threw a damn good seam ball. He could make every throw. But back shoulder's been, or fade ball been probably his weakest throw in my opinion. It's just like the touch, they got to be so nice with it, right? And the best back shoulder fade that I've seen ever thrown is like the Tony Romo's to Dez, right? He used to perfect the back shoulder fade. If he mastered that year 10, year 11, whatever it is for him, hey, come on in. And then sprinkle in the tight end too. I see you, Cowboy 85. Yeah, sprinkle in Triggs. Triggs doing an unbelievable job. Jake Ferguson having a good camp too, by the way, offensively speaking. So this is going to be something that we all look at. I hope that the Cowboys continue to do things like this of developing these guys to an unbelievable task and getting things going the best way. Yeah. Tiki, I see you over there. Ice Cold Cowboy says Tiki Ops Barber. Yeah. Tell Bad Dog, man, he said Tiki Barber was better than Emmett. Yep. Boy, and I get it all. The only person that got a sane take on this is Louis. Because Lord Brunson think that Jalen Hurts is better than Troy Aikman, right? You know, it's crazy. And then my guy Bad Dog think that Eli Manning is better than Troy and Tiki Barber is better than Emmett. It's crazy. I can't wait for the Super Friends show because this is crazy. Them boys right there. The only same person is Louis T. Louis T is the only same person. And I believe Louis T, deep down in the hearts of hearts, he a Cowboy fan. His dad is a Cowboy fan. His dad is a Cowboy fan. I think his sister and everybody in his family, Cowboy fans. But he went against the grain. You know, he went against the grain. Something wrong with Louis T, man. Hurts isn't good, bro. You can't tell Eagle fans that. This is the highlights from the joint practice. I hope the Cowboys PR and everybody don't get mad at me for showing this, but hey, they got it out here to the public. You seeing my guy Brevin Span forward with a touchdown. You seeing picks from Byron, who's elevating himself on the roster. Appreciate for what he's doing. We seeing George Pickens doing what he need to do out there. And nice catch, man, by the rookie, 83. One hand grab. I'm gonna tell y'all again. If them two boys, and I know I talk bad about them two light-skinned boys we got on the team, 83 and 29, Devin the Dude Moore and Anthony Smith. If them two boys ball out, I'm going to eat crow. I would eat crow and say, you know what, I was wrong. I was wrong on my assessment with Anthony Smith, and I was wrong on my assessment with Devin Moore. Both of them boys so far been shining, and they both of them got bite. Devin Moore was willing to fight Carson's, got into fisticuffs. Not Devin Moore. Devin Moore was willing to get in the face of CeeDee Lamb, I meant to say, and Anthony Smith was willing to fight Carson's, getting fisticuffs. These are dogs, man. These are dogs, man. Also, Loso says, have you heard Chavon had a day? Yes, he had 2 PBUs, pass breakups for those who don't know, and he forced a fumble. Man. Yeah. Troy's in the Hall of Fame while they giving the ball to an all-time running back. Yeah. Wait a minute, Cowboy 85, 84. Wait a minute, we need to check you right quick. Wait. Are you a Cowboy fan? Hey, Troy's in the Hall of Fame while giving the ball to the all-time running back. Are you saying that, are you agreeing with Lord Brunson that Jalen Hurts is better than Troy Aikman? Or is that what you're saying? Let me know. Anthony Smith might not make the team, bro. This is from Loso. The need to be right could be a problem, though. Politics still exists. If you draft a player 9 times out of 10, you're going to make the team. And Anthony Smith, from what I've seen, if these other teams are Super Bowl desiring teams, they'll find a way to scoop him because he made a little bit too much good plays, man. He made a little bit too much good plays. I would try to sneak Anthony Smith and Devin the Dude Moore on this team. Smith is making his team. When you got a highlight like in this reel of catching that ball way back here with one hand, yeah, he making his team. Unless he do some crazy stuff in a bad way in preseason game this Saturday, Seattle Seahawks versus Cowboys. Yeah, that catch right there is just nasty. Then he got a good number, too. Sometimes your number will help you out. It's very marketable. 83 is a very marketable number for the Cowboys. Let's keep it moving. And we will have the phone lines open today, by the way. Let's see what they got here. Oh, these are just pictures. Over Sean. Oh, yeah, these nice pictures right here. Trayshawn Holden is still my dark horse, but my other dark horse is this guy right here, 35, Mears Leofile. But Barron, he did things today that I wish Mears Leofile was doing, but I ain't fake. Shoot, if Byron wins, give me JB. I'll be like, JB, I'm going to wear 45. I'm going to try to find a 45 jersey, and I like that. Sometimes with a new coaching staff and stuff like that, going into his second season, sometimes you hit your stride, and sometimes the Cowboys get lucky. It's better to be be lucky than good at sometimes, you know, and that's when preparation meets the opportunity. So if that can all happen, that can happen for us. But with that being said, man, let's break away for.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
What is your profession?
Call my phone. That is 214 and every 3 that you can dial. And that is 817 and every 3 that you can dial. Be sure to reach out to our proud sponsors, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers, backed by a combined of 100 years. That's a lot of years of experiences here. And did I tell you guys that they're athletic and they can ball too? Check out Gene, man. I heard that he can dunk and do a whole bunch of stuff. But we'll find out later down the stretch. But neither here nor there. If you're ever in the fender bender, hit and run, and you got the information on all of that great stuff, just reach out to our proud partners, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury Lawyers. If you can't dial that number, just visit FrenkelFirm.com. Now my hotline for your mind is 657-390-7391. And you heard that he says inside caramel just like 100 grand. Now I think he wrote that bar just for my guy that's been waiting in his queue. From the 201, I got 100 grand with the plan. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me. What's good,
Probably was, you know.
Yeah.
I'm known, you know, so they probably did.
Yeah, you know, man. You know, man. Yes, indeed, man.
But, man, listen, that's the confirmation we was looking for, Law. That's the confirmation we was looking for, man. And they said they ain't even showed. They held some stuff back. So,
yeah. Vanilla. Today was very vanilla.
If that's vanilla, and I can't wait to see what they're going to do to. Listen, if Daniel Jones, if Matt Stafford can, listen. I feel sorry for Daniel Jones, whatever his name is. The Giants quarterback.
Oh, the Giants. Okay, Giants. Okay,
for that Jackson Dart. I feel sorry for Jackson Dart. I feel sorry for Jackson Dart. They celebrating the fact that he slid, Law. They celebrating the fact that Jackson Dart slid in practice. They having parades and all that.
He better get out of bounds and dive out of bounds, because the way this team is, man, the way I look at it, Quentin Williams is a dog, man. And
he got paid, and he showed out today.
Oh my God, hell yeah. And Dak Prescott scored 4 touchdowns in the red zone. They said he started off sluggish, but it was just trying to get in rhythm, and they're still doing installs, right? But the 4 tubs against that team, oh my gosh, man, come on with it. It's finna be nasty.
CeeDee Lamb and GP just unstoppable. I like the fact that GP went in there, and they said it started with Dak. Dak started out being disrespectful, and the whole team was just knocking over cones, talking shit the whole time. This is different.
You know what? I didn't even think of it that way. 100 of them kicking cones over, talking stuff, because I did hear the clip of Dak Prescott talking stuff, and you know how I'm not finna say SB. You know what I'm saying? I'm barely can say a super fork or a super plate over here, but Dak Prescott said, if you don't believe that, if you can't say that, get the F up out of the huddle.
Off my team.
Or off the team. I'm just like, damn,
Fans
Dak.
and all. Fans and all.
Fans and all. So
you don't want to say it, Law?
Cajun Dak, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, Dak, you know what I'm saying? You really gonna put people out at me, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, my quarterback.
Get off the team. You ain't
No. Say it like he said. Get off the effing team. I'm like, damn.
Get off the
Demon Dak, you know what I'm saying? Just potty mouth Dak, man. I'm just like, God dog, man. What is humanitarian award winning?
Man, you got evil Dak. You got disrespectful Dak coming into this season. And he can be that way. And we like, yo, why Dak talking like that? Why Dak is so confident? Now when you got that defense on that other side, Law.
Hell yeah.
You can talk like that. And now we see that defense doing what they doing. Oh, I see why Dak talking like that. Dak ain't got to win the game by himself. Dak can make throws that, man, listen, I won't be surprised if we put up 40, 50 points a game. Because Dak could take chances knowing, man, if I take a chance and they get an interception, these boys ain't going to score on my defense.
But you know what?
Get the ball right back.
$100,000, I'm going to shed a real tear live on TV because you know I do the play-by-plays live.
Yeah.
If Dak goes to a wide receiver and cuss him out after he throw a perfect ball and then hit him in between the numbers, you know what I'm saying? Like Troy Aikman used to do back in the day. Now I know it's a different era. But Troy knew how to do it, you know, because he never did Michael like that. You know what I'm saying? But I seen him go to Kmart or somebody and just go in on them. You know what I'm saying? Alvin Harper and them. I've seen Troy Aikman get into the face of those boys and held them accountable. If Dak ever do that, I'm gonna be like, oh man, good Lord, we finally. It took him 10 years, but I would really appreciate that because he just been so nice out there. You know what I'm saying? With the Jalen,
he hasn't had the team to back him up like that for him to do that. Now he got a team. Not only do I got a #1 defense, speaking it into existence.
Okay, go ahead.
Now that you got a #1 defense on that other side, you got CeeDee Lamb, you got Pickens, you got Flo, you got the running game, you got Spanford, you got Law. When you go, you know, you've been in fights before. You know you got your dogs with you. Somebody to say something to me. Somebody to even look at me wrong. I got dogs with me.
Yeah, I do.
He got dogs around him now. Let's go hunting.
You ain't lying, 100, because when I'm with Twin and I'm with my other brother, Bente, who bench pressed 420, like I go to his page, he bench press 420, and we somewhere, barring like no guns and knives involved. Shoot, I'm walking there like shoot, I got the best protection. I'm walking there boldly, like say again. You know what I'm saying? Like I got, and then my brother come up there with that deep. You got? Is there a problem? Oh, no. You know, that joker, hey, is there a problem? You know, he come in there, as long as he don't wear his Eagle stuff, I'll be okay with him. You know what I'm saying? Is there a problem? You know?
Well, it's a different thing when you got dogs. You know, it's not just Dak and CeeDee no more with no running game. It's not that no more. Like, CeeDee got a road dog. He got 2 road dogs. You see what I'm saying? We got a running game. It's not just, all right, man, offense is all on us. Nah, we got backup now. We got a defense now that can back us up. So the offense can talk noise now. Can talk, let's go. They talk all the noise they want to talk. Because now we got a defense that could back us up. And we got a defense that's not just not, they talking. They talking. They're getting your face. They like, what's up? Let's go. It's a different swagger. Now you got the whole team got that George Pickens mentality. What did we say? George Pickens bringing, man, he'll get in your face. He bringing that aggression.
He's bringing that out with the whole team, and you've seen it today. They
Yeah.
walked into their trap, and they took over their trap, and they was disrespectful with it. They put their legs on the table, grabbed the liquor out the refrigerator, took
Yeah.
your remote, slapped your girlfriend or wife on the behind, and said, "What you gonna do about it?"
Yeah.
Nothing. And the only noise they could talk, "Oh, your coach got you doing wind sprints after practice." The only thing, what?
That's the only thing I hate. Hell yeah.
That's the only thing that's what y'all want to talk about? Y'all got whipped the whole practice. And y'all want to talk about what? I'm glad they're doing wind sprints. I'm glad. What are we talking about? Conditioning. That's conditioning. That's getting the guy. Listen, can you survive when it's the fourth quarter and we fresh and we gonna run this ball down your throat? Because what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Because we can start the game away. We're running the ball down your throat. We don't need George Pickens and them boys no more. They already did their damage. Now we just gonna run out the clock. What you gonna do?
Yeah, and you
Oh,
can't
I love it.
and you can't be docile and violent at the same time, right?
No.
So I'm glad that they got identity. They establishing that.
They a mean team. They a mean team.
Finally,
We got
man.
And we got our identity right now. It's not like in the middle of the season, man. What this team? What is this team? This is a soft team. No, these Cowboys gonna hit. These Cowboys is a mean team, and it's putting pressure on these other teams' offenses. You make a mistake if you want to.
Yeah.
Against this defense.
Mm-hmm.
Make a mistake if you want to against this defense. They gonna make you pay.
No
and
doubt,
then if
man.
Dak Prescott and them get the ball, it's gonna be points. And don't forget about we got the best kicker. Everybody. Man,
Oh, yeah,
we don't
yeah, I
need
forgot
Aubrey.
about the
We
kicker.
don't need
Yeah,
Aubrey.
yeah.
Take Aubrey away. What?
Keep that weapon in your back pocket.
points.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Man, we nice all the way around. So I see why Dak Prescott talking noise. Once he get past the 50, it's automatic point. Once he get past the 45, our 45 at that,
Yeah.
it's automatic points.
Man, come on with it, man. Appreciate you 100 grand. Let
Let's
people
go.
know, man, where they can
All right.
find and follow you today, man. Let people know, man.
Graphic Zone HD, man. Holla at me. Graphic Zone HD. How about them Cowboys, baby? Let's go. Talking shit, baby. We fucking niggas up.
Oh, come on with it.
Baby,
Yes,
let's
indeed.
go.
Yes, indeed, man. We messing naysayers up at that 100 grand, man, with the plan, man. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Shout out to Choctaw Casino and Resort, man, for all what y'all do. But I just wanted to show y'all one thing, too. You know, I was off. This is my brother doing 450, man. Put 450 in the chat if you can do 450. Now, he got a lot of faith because that dude that's spotting him, it look like, shoot, he look like he my side. It look like he can barely lift 150. So, yeah, man, 450 with it, man. Shoot. Beast mode over there, man. So at least I know I got somebody that's in my corner when I'm out with him that they can bench press 450 around there, man. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I can't do 450, 350, 315. I can probably do 225 maybe once or twice, you know what I'm saying? Right now, man, in my day. But 450, man. Oh, Joseph Warren. You got 24 hours, Joseph. Send me your 450, man, and I'm going to put you on the show. Yes, indeed, man. My brother, he an Eagle fan, too. He an Eagle fan. So my claim to fame was I can still beat him in arm wrestle. You know, it's all about technique. But I doubt if I can beat him now, though. I doubt if I can beat my brother in arm wrestling. But let's do some slap boxing. Boy, I'll wear Ben Tay out, man. Ben Tay, you hear me? Let's slap box, bro. Let's slap box, man. I can wear you out with them slap box. I know you're watching this show. Yes, indeed. I know he's watching this show. I can wear him out and slap box. I got short area quickness. Shot, and then running. Shot, and then he hit me one time. Mama! I'm telling Mama. Oh, Mama ain't here no more, but Mama still. From the heavens, Mama step in. All right, I got the next caller, man, from the 607. You're live, DJ. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Yo, what's going on, Law, man?
Not much,
What's
man.
up, man? Hey, yo, you seen our boy out there versus the Rams?
Yeah.
Yo, listen. Hey, yo, let me just say this first off. Yo, doesn't it just, it seems like one player can make a difference. This boy Caleb Downs is like a godsend, man. Like, CeeDee Lamb's even coming to the podium saying like, this boy's not even, the second time I went against him, he didn't make a mistake. Like, he really changing our defense, and now it's different. Dak's talking like 100 grand. It was 100% correct. Dak's talking shit now.
Hell
He got a swag now.
Yeah.
He's sitting there saying like, you got to score every time you come against one. Every time we get on this fucking field, we scoring. And guess what? We got the defense now. We got what? Well, we don't got those soft boys no more. We tough now. We tough. We got KC. We got Quit Williams. You got to see Quit Williams for a good 7 years now. We just signed that boy to an extension. That boy's there forever. And guess what? And I'm telling you this, Law. He's quiet though. Guess what? Deron Bland's about to have a good year this year. I'm feeling it, boy.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it.
I'm feeling it. You know what? Because we're not talking about it. But remember, he broke that record. Not talking about my boy, I feel it, man, and it's coming, boy. Couple weeks, boy. We're in New York Sunday night. It's gonna be a wrap. We're beating them, boy. What? Dak's MVP, man. 4,500, 36-8 this year, boy. Let's go, man. DC for life, Law. Let's go. I'm out.
Yes, man. Come on with it, DJ, man. That's my guy right there, man. Jeez, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. We talking about practice, not a game. Practice. For those who don't know. And we got the clips right here. Let's go back to the highlights of the practice. We'll do it that way. Yes, once again, before I let the next caller on, Barron had 3 INTs, a tackle for loss, was just everywhere, showing up, doing his thing. Dak Prescott had 4 touchdowns in the red zone. Of course, GP kicking pylons around and just being in the face of the ops over there. My guy had a one-hand snag, as you guys can see. That's Anthony Smith, run bow-legged for some strange reason. Flo had him a touchdown, and you seeing a different Flo because he's dancing and stuff. He's getting it out there. He's not afraid to talk noise and stuff like that. So I like what I'm seeing. Look at Barron. Look at Barron right there, boy. Barron might shoot fool around and say, Overshawn hoop. I'm just messing. I'm just being messy. Okay. But Barron was doing his thing, and for sure he's a special team. He if anything, he made the team today. Shoot. Barron made the team today, man. And that's just for what it is. Let's go to the next call. I got my guy from the 530. You're live. AJG. What's good with you, man?
What's up, Law? Can you hear me?
Man, I can hear you well.
All right, Law. I just wanted to start by saying I feel like this year we're pretty stacked besides like the offensive line and maybe pass rusher position. Like guys are coming out of nowhere, like this Barron guy and Camden Brown and all these guys like just kind of like rising up out of nowhere. And I feel like either we're going to have trouble keeping them on our practice squad if we're not putting them on the game day roster, but maybe we can use some of these guys as like some trade currency if we try to get somebody else like a Sweat or a Crosby or whatever.
Far as trade player that I would trade a player for a player, I'm greedy, man. I don't see a guy that I'm willing to move off from on this team right now, right? And if it's somebody on the low end for somebody on the high end, yeah. But I just don't want none of my starters to be traded at this point. I think that it would be good to add to by using a future draft pick for a guy. Because I think that this team, man, the way that they are assembled and the good fun that they are having, they're having fun again. Shoot, I think we on our way, AJ. G.
Yeah, I feel like the culture is definitely a big, big difference this year.
Man, and I do like the fact that, the quarterback saying, hey, you got to be SB or get the F out the way. I like that, paraphrasing his quote there, So, yeah.
He's already
I like
on his 10th season. He don't have time to waste anymore.
Don't have time to waste anymore. And just having confidence of the defense And by this defense being solid, right? I know we haven't seen a real game. There will be some growing pains. But just knowing that you got a team that can stop the run and they can get the quarterback off of their first read with their secondary coverages, I think that we can go in places, bro.
Yeah, there's no soft guys on our squad this year, and nobody being lazy for sure.
Matter of fact, you're right, and the coaching staff is making sure of that too, by the way. So I do like what I'm seeing and hearing with all of that.
And the biggest thing, no stupid people that have brains that work.
Yeah, facts. Facts.
And how was Oxnard over there, Law, while you were there?
This is by far, and I'm not being a Debbie Downer, it's probably my worst experience ever in Oxnard, due to the simple fact, due to the simple fact I couldn't be me myself, you know, and if I'm gonna spend that much resources on time and money and getting out there, at least I got to be myself, right? And it was just so many stipulations with the media pass and stuff like that. It kind of took away the authentic version of who I am and what I bring to the table as far as content curations and beyond. And I feel like I let all of y'all down, man. I ain't going to even hold you. I feel like I let everybody down, man, by not being able to provide the information.
Now, we understand, Law. You do mostly everything by yourself and on your own, so it's a lot harder to get into those kinds of deals, you know?
Yeah, I feel you, man. But how about yourself, man? I heard your storyline, man, of what's going on. Are you back on your feet now, or everything good?
Yeah, I started a new job last week, and it's chill. All the coworkers and everybody seems good, so I'll be happy and on my feet, and no problem, no time, you know?
Yes, man. It's always a ram in the bush is how I look at it, man. The Grand Creator's working and operating. You know, I sent that prayer out to you, man. So I'm glad that you got you a good JOB, man, and you're back on your feet, bro.
I appreciate you, Law.
Man, let me hear you say it, bro.
DC for life. Shout out, Law Nation.
Shout out to you, man. That's my guy from the 530, man. AJG, man. Always providing good information, good intel on all that he do. And I wanted to bring this up because it brought to my attention and it stuck with me. Normally when we doing player evaluations and we going over this and that, we don't get this type of in-depth reasons of why you go get a guy. And what really brought this up to my mindset is what Schottenheimer said: quick twitch, fast, and special teams. And he was talking about a player. Let me see if I can add this to the table.
Tommy Yarsh, DallasCowboys.com. You guys brought in Zach Kuntz and Jay-Sean Corbin. What do you like about both of those guys?
Yeah, so
listen properly.
Jay-Sean threw a workout with a couple other backs yesterday. Liked some of his quickness, some of his twitch, his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield. Really excited about the competition in the running back room after Javonte with Jaden and Phil and Malik and those guys. But we liked his twitch, and he's got some special teams value, which is a good thing. You know, that's always going to be a big part of what we're doing. And this guy has been exposed to a lot of different systems. You know, we've done a good job of finding guys that have played meaningful snaps in the UFL, and we like the workout a lot. He caught the ball well out of the backfield. He has quick twitch, very bright. One of our coaches has been around him, so you know the type of young man you're getting. Because, you know, it's hard, you know, for a guy like Zach and for Jay-Sean when you come in a little bit late, you've missed 5 installs. So you want guys that have the ability to learn, because if they can't learn, how are they supposed to go play against Seattle here in a week, I guess a week from today. So that was part of it. So we worked out a couple guys. They all had pretty good workouts. Then we took them into the classroom, and we ended up thinking that Jay-Sean was the best for us.
I love the way he said we took them into a classroom, and Jay-Sean was the best for us. But he kept on talking about quick twitch. He kept on talking about special teams. Now, he may be a cap body. I ain't going to take that away from what Ice Cold Cowboy said, right? But once upon a time, Cavante Turpin was a camp body.
Spartan!
But what is your profession?
What is your profession?
When I was on the plane from Oxnard back to Dallas, they had movie selections. And they had Pretty Woman. They had Ocean's 11. I watched Ocean 11 on my way to Oxnard. But there was one movie that I said, you know what, this is going to be a good flight. And it was Gladiator. And I said, yeah, that was the perfect movie for me leaving Oxnard, going to Dallas, back to Dallas. And I said, I watched that movie cover so many times that I don't even have to watch the movie. I just listen to it. I have my eyes closed, just listen to the movie. Listen to the movie. Listen to the movie. And when he said that you can earn your freedom if you can win the crowd and stuff like that, I loved it. I loved it. And he gave this other analogy that I kind of like. That movie is a classic, man. Gladiator is like top 10 all-time movie for me. And when he came and he talked about that certain sea snake that would lie down. I'm sitting here, my eyes closed. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking. And he said there's a certain sea snake that lie down in the sand of the bottom of the sea. And the fish would look at it and they see that it's wounded. And they would take a piece of that sea snake. And once they think that they got a certain meal out of that snake, I'm paraphrasing, that snake then in return eats the fish. Sometimes it's good to be vulnerable, is what I took away from that message. Sometimes it's good to allow the enemy to get a little close. And once they think that they got you, it's time for you to eat. My whole overall message with these clips, sometimes you got to be misleading. No one seen Barron doing what he needed to do today. You know, no one saw the fact that Quentin Williams got signed just yesterday. And that pretty much gave hope and love and adulations for this team to be even more feistier, knowing that they got a foreseeable future with a guy that's dominant in the National Football League. Now, my takeaway from all of the negative things that happened today was by far, I hear still stories about Terrence Steele getting worked up out there. Tyler Guyton still having hiccups. But I hear the message that's not been told are the mistakes from Cooper Beebe and Tyler Smith and Tyler Booker. Meaning that them boys in the interior is phenomenal. 300 is a great movie as well as my guy Trills. And I saw what you said. I need to go take the kids to that movie theater up north. Yeah, I definitely need to do that. And please don't spoil Odyssey for me, man. Y'all telling me, man, Odyssey is like, hey, Law, this is going to be, y'all going to hear quotes from Law on Odyssey, man. I can't wait to see it. And then they said the movie is longer than the Titanic, so you got to go in well rested, you know. So that's the next thing on my bucket list is Odyssey. I went to a website and saw pieces of the Spider-Man new movie. I can't wait to a clear version come out. Let me quit talking like that for somebody to say, hey, come get him, man. He watching movies for free on the YouTubes. You know what I'm saying? Oh, don't tell me that sold out production. He said, Odyssey, man, everybody died Law. Damn you, you know. But I need to go watch the Odyssey. Is that a remake or something? Because I definitely need to get into that. Let me go. Let's see. Are we good with timing? Y'all okay? It's 6:55, finna be 7 o'clock. You can't spoil the Odyssey. The story been out for centuries. Okay, so that was the movie that we saw way back in the day in high school and middle school, huh? It's the same movie, just a remake? 1, 2, 3 movie. Trill's like, yeah. Yes, indeed. All right, well, it's an old throwback. I need to... If I'm not mistaken. Let's go through this then, since all of the callers are gone.
It's the big.
I got one caller left in here. Hold on, Jake from the 561, man. Jake, what's good?
Hey, Law, boy, don't be giving up that free movie website on here.
Hey, man, look, I never said 123movies now.com. You know? Oh, shit.
I ain't say I've been there, but I've been looked at the Odyssey. I'm like, oh Lord, I'm waiting for a clear one to come out. Maybe
it's not a clear one out yet.
ain't ready yet.
The Spider-Man, it's a clear one out. Whoever did the recording was really good, but it's just that I said I'm gonna wait for a couple more weeks, man, a couple more days or what have you to see if they don't have that version. You know what I'm saying?
we got a lot in common. See, I don't want to waste my time in the movie theater. I at least breeze through the little movie website. I'm like, that was nice. Let me go and watch it for real, pay my little coins and see it though.
But Jake, you know how crazy I am though? If I really like a movie and it's bootleg like that, I'll watch a little bit of it. Then I say, you know what, I'm going to go spend my little funky $7 and go down here to this on a Tuesday when it's discount day. And I'll go watch it. You know, I go watch it all by myself with the surround sound and stuff like that. Because I got girls, man. I'm a house full of ladies, so they don't like the same movies I like. You know, I like action and like shooting and stuff like that, and wild bears killing folks and jumping out of the trees and stuff. So I'll go like midday after I do a live or something, go right down there and go watch the movie on surround sound, let the seat back and get me a Hennessy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm living the dream.
Yo, you ain't lying. But you know, Law, man, it's been a long off season, bro. I don't know what it is. It just feels different, man. You know, this is my 10th season with Law Nation right here, man. We locked in, man.
Wow.
But this season, it's been a long off season, and don't be disappointed because I know you tried your best. And shame on Jerry Jones, because I've been looking through YouTube, even though I've been a little MIA. I'm watching for this is a Law Nation breakdown. And I'm okay. Let's see what these dudes are doing. Not even though the Cowboys kind of messed up, because I'm seeing clips out there, but they don't got the Law Nation. You know, that's Law Nation production or one of the family. You know, if it ain't gotta be careful, can't mention certain names, but when y'all boys go out there, man, y'all give us great content. So you feel me? Don't feel bad. We already know there's forces up against you that you can't stop them. Even though they let other forces carry on and stuff like that. It's all good though. Yeah, because
there is a channel I'm going to mention, Cowboys Fan Club. I'm telling you, man, that is by far the best informational channel out there. You know. And I can tell the way how they shoot stuff that there's somebody from the inside. I'm like, yeah. And I'm sitting there like, man, I'll never report them because that Cowboys Fan Club is like a safe haven. It cuts off all of the bull sugar that the Cowboys.com. I'm not beating up Cowboys.com, but they got a lot of bull sugar stuff. You know, we just want to see the tape. You know, we just want to see the information. Just show the tape, man. Don't give us all of this talking points and stuff like that. I just want to see the tape. And Cowboys Fan Club is my favorite. Is my best YouTube channel I go to. Cowboys Fan Club. Yeah.
Man, right now I'm all over the place trying to get the content. You know, I'm a little limited, but you know. With this season right here, Law, I gotta admit, man, with the Cowboys, I've been through a little roller coaster. I'm just getting over the dreaded Michael Parsons. You feel me? I know he was loved, but ever since he had that podcast, I've been like, oh man, I don't like this guy. I don't care when he gets sacks on Sunday. I'm like, when they start talking to the Eagles during the regular season, I'm like, oh wow. I see the Downs, he's got his own podcast. I see everybody glittering him with gold and anointing him with that oil. But I promise you, if he starts talking to Eagles, Giants, and Redskins during the season, boy, listen, I'm going to turn on him. If he doesn't make plays while he's doing it, I'm going to turn on him just like I turned on Michael Parsons. Because if he starts that podcast nonsense and he thinks he's bigger than the program, he's going to be playing football in Pelican Bay. I don't give a damn. This season right now, I can't even lie. I feel a little bit like Brandon. I know you're listening, Brandon. I feel salty, Law. I don't care about the regular season. I'm telling you right now, I want to win. I'm going to be right here every week. right here at every Law Nation Live celebrating. But I don't give a damn. I want to win when it matters. I do not want to see Dak's face with those big eyeballs ever again. You know the big eyeballs that we all know when he started.
I know exactly. It's sweaty Dak. I'd be like, man, people be like, man, you must love. Man, I'd be mad as hell at Dak, man. And then he gets up there with the PC answer. I want to see angry Dak. I want to see when he stump his toe, do he say God or F? You know what I'm saying? Say something. You know what I'm saying? So at some point, I need that Dak of an approval of himself, of saying, I want to win at all costs, but I need my entire team to do so as well.
Yes, like I know to say that it's a must-win season. We always gonna say that. I need to see something when it matters, bro, because, bro, there's too many times we win in the regular season, we're hyped up, and we get into the playoffs, and I know it's gonna be a long season, and we just get railroaded. What I'm looking forward to is I don't want to buy into the preseason hype, because you know one thing that used to bother me Law.
What's that?
I used to get caught up in that Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones and we like our guys. And I'm watching so much Cowboy tape that I get into the illusion that maybe we do got the best players.
Yeah.
Man, listen, I don't feel like that no more, because I haven't seen it. We get our ass tore up, and other teams' backup players be better than ours. This year right now, with this new defensive coordinator, I kind of got a nice vibe with him, because he reminded me of the Pimp, R.I.P. the Pimp. You feel me? He looked like Pimp C a little bit.
He do.
I like his vibe. I like the fact that he don't like all that Hollywood stuff. When I seen an interview with him, be like, how do you feel when you see the practices on YouTube every day? He's like, I don't like it.
I don't like it. Yeah.
You speak my language. I love to see it as a fan, but I don't like to see too much of it. You know?
Facts.
I don't want all that prettiness. I think we focusing on the middle. We locking down Quentin Williams. We got Kenny Clark. What I'm nervous about is that 3-4, because the switch from 4-3 to 3-4, it usually takes a couple seasons.
Yeah.
Unless you magically get the pieces that fit in like a puzzle. I'm nervous.
Personnel. Yeah,
I know how everybody else feels. Because 4-3 to go to 3-4, will everybody understand the terminology? I'm super nervous about the linebackers. I don't even know who this guy Barron is. Is that the guy we got from Cincinnati as the season ended?
Barron was a guy that was an undrafted guy that was on his team last season. He wore 55 last season, and I was like, who's this Timu? You know what I'm saying?
We got him from Cincinnati, didn't we? We picked him up late from Cincinnati, I think.
No, that was Logan Wilson.
Oh, okay. Wrong.
I think. Yeah. Logan got old and slow, man, and I think that once. Yeah. Logan got old and slow, bro. It was just terrible. I think that whoever we got and picked up, added to this team last season, was a wash because of the system that we were in, and that what made even for some people to not be as excited as they should be with Quinnen going into this season, right? Because they saw him last season. So it just, for one way that I look at it, like, is that Quinnen Williams now in the system and the scheme that fits him is we're gonna really see the benefits of Quinnen Williams here.
Right. All right, now the last thing, because I can't see, I need your eyes to tell me, is the defense that I'm seeing on these little clips, is it more fool's gold, or is there a little potential to it?
It's a lot of potential to it because of the scheme. I get the players, I get the skill set, but the scheme makes it even better, meaning that it's not a big drop-off when you move from one slot guy to the next, right? Because Caleb Downs can play versatile. Jalen Thompson can be versatile. He can play inside the slot. He can play on the roof. He can play down inside the box. And we don't have like these tall, lengthy type of DBs outside of Revel. Kobe Durant is small. Jalen Thompson is small, short in stature. Caleb Downs is short in stature. So these guys like feisty, not Yorkies, but these dogs, they are like dogs, though. You know what I'm saying? They get in the face, they get aggressive. P.J. Locke is not a real tall type of DB as well. So we get that type of killer instinct type of mindset out there, and they feisty. They get in the face of everyone. So I like that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about when I say length. Because 1 year we kind of like emphasized like everybody got to be this lengthy, long type of DBs like Israel McCormick and all of them boys. But all of these guys are kind of like typical size 5'10", 5'11" type guys.
But the dude from Florida, he's a big dude, ain't he?
Yeah, Devin Moore, he's a little longer, but he's definitely not a starter. But he's on this team. He'll make this team as a rotational DB, which also speaks volumes of the simple fact that we're good on multiple levels. Last year we couldn't say that.
Right, we got last. And I said it was the last question, but I lied. You know what I'm saying?
No, you good. You good.
Last one. All right. So I didn't watch too much of Ohio State to really get like a beat on Caleb Downs like that. But from what you've seen in practice, is he as advertised? Is he all over the place like that?
He is. He plays through the echoes of the whistle. He's more cerebral than anything. His demeanor is cool. I think that you see the military background that he comes from, as far as his father, and then he got pedigree with his brother playing in the National Football League. So I always talk about bloodline, like people who've been there before. Yeah, his brother played for the Colts, and he's about like 1 or 2 years older than him. So you get all of that. You get all of that. Like both of those boys, those Downs, you get good yes sir, no sir type of mentality, but you also get we'll F you up if needed to. You know what I'm saying? Just like just like to the point, you remember Forrest Gump? Like he can fight, he got hands, people fail to realize he got hands, you know what I'm saying? But he looked like he's easy going. But he's a very disciplinarian, so he's very disciplined. So I like that out of Caleb Downs. Very leadership role, man. Cerebral, very, very much so, bro.
Well, I appreciate the time, man. And before I go, I look forward to hearing from all of y'all, all the veteran callers that call. Uncle Charles, I'm looking forward to hearing you. Always keep it positive, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sadiqa, keeping the chat live all the time. Hey, man, I'm out. It's Jake the Great. How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Like I say, man, my show is a good listening to if you driving trucks, man, if you're out on the road, man, if you working a job, and for sure it's like 2 or 3 hours, and you're like, man, let me just throw in this Law Nation dude, man. Let me give him a shot, And we joke here and there. We talk. If you can get through my country accent, we're going to have a good time, man. That's what the show is all about, And I need to be more structured. I need to be shorter on the phone calls and stuff like that. But if I have free time, shoot, y'all going to get it from me, man. Yeah. So it goes against the algorithm and all of that stuff, but I just look at it like this, man. Just throw me on, man, when you at work and stuff, man. Shoot, you going to get Cowboys content, a good laugh here and there. You hear me struggling, reading, going through words and stuff. Now, I don't read like Dr. Crump. I mean, not Dr. Crump, but that attorney Crump. I heard him try to read some stuff. I said, man, I'm a poet compared to how he read. So it is for what it is. 97.9. Yeah, I forgot to call back. I need to reach out to my people on 97.9 to beat. Yeah, appreciate them. But overall, man, just been good to look at this team, man, and seeing this team do what they need to do, right? And that's being professional and getting things going. But this is Schottenheimer. What culture has Schotty created in Dallas?
Biggest thing that Brian Schottenheimer is trying to achieve when he's talked about all this culture stuff is that he wants to, and it's thought of, I think, as an impossibility here in Dallas, he wants to make it just pure football with the culture that they have in place. That's all he wants. He wants it to be family, we practice hard, we want to win. These are the things. You're not an NFL player here, you're a football player here. That's what we want most of all. And maybe that doesn't succeed. Maybe ultimately they still struggle this year. Maybe Brian Schottenheimer loses this year, he loses next year, and then he's out of here. Who knows? And it may not be something that ultimately adds up to success if they don't have enough talent around them. But at the very least, two different guys, I think, who were in different ways models for being exhausted by the NFL and being an NFL player instead of just playing football, have both really thrived here so far. And they're the only two examples we have of somebody coming into this culture, looking at it and going, all right, let me see if we can salvage this a little bit, or if we can bring back some of the love of the game. Because I think it had made George Pickens exhausted. I think with Quinnen Williams, he had lost some of the love for what had been out there.
I mean, Burris said it was like going into prison.
Yeah, no, he said,
and they had just won the conference title game 2 years in a row.
Yeah, and he had literally just come out of prison, didn't he? He was out of prison.
Yeah.
He went to the Jets and said, even in that moment, this is like the first day of prison, because I looked at myself and I thought, I'm a loser. I'm here and I'm a loser. But that's sort of the thing that the Jets do. So all that to say, when we've talked about how much culture can have an impact on whatever and where that actually makes a difference, and I know we'll ask players that or coaches, and they'll usually give you some sort of platitude about it or some sort of company line they have. Maybe they don't even know how to explain it, and so they just default to something. I think Quinnen Williams and George Pickens are the two biggest examples we have now of why they think culture can win, because it maximizes who they are.
No doubt, man. The culture is here. And if I can be transparent, I was blessed enough to be with the DBs, and they look out for each other. They literally look out for each other. And they so much more mature than I am. I'm going to say that too. Hanging out with those boys. Not going to say which specific house I was at, but just knowing that they don't chase. These are big kids. I ain't going to say the system that they were playing, but I'm old school, so these are, you know how when you grow up, and you see little nephew, they playing, we call it the Nintendo all day. That's what they do. These big guys, man, in the DB, they sit back, they look at film, they go back and forth, they joke, and they play the game all day. All day. All day. It's just a kickback. So I love what they doing, man, but shoot, when I was in my early 20s, man, we were chasing, man. We were trying to say, man, we try to, hey, Ashaniqua, you know what I'm saying? Hello, Kamika and all them, boy, we be on the phone trying to chase and get us a little bit. These boys are not doing that, I promise y'all, man. They up in this mug. Like that. So what else y'all gonna do now? You know what I'm saying? And they're like, man, we finna go play the game, man. We're gonna play a little pickup basketball, man, and we're gonna have a private chef to come over and cook some stuff, man. We finna have a kickback, man. Where you at, Unc? I'm the Unc over here, man. I'm the damn Unc, man. Let's go play some spades, man. We were playing Uno cards, man. This is what they was doing. Uno cards, man. Uno, I was whooping some tail. I was whooping some tail on that Uno with them. But just seeing the culture within those boys all at the crib just chilling, not chasing. And one of the things that they said is that being in this life, man, we just don't want to feel like caged birds, man. Can't go nowhere, can't do anything. And I was like, shoot, I got you, man. Whatever y'all need, man, I got you. And I feel you. Because when Dallas lose, this is the wrong city to be in. Because if you think for 1 second that the people are not conditioned to when they see that star, they see that Cowboy, they find out that you play for the Cowboys, that everybody shoot their shot of being miniature Stephen A. Smiths and Colin Cowherds of the world and talk bad about you, and especially the Cowboys last season. You couldn't even be anywhere. You couldn't even go to a bowling alley. You know what I'm saying? Ashaniqua. Yeah. Shout out to Ashaniqua, Kamika, and all of them. Ashaniqua sitting like, that law will get you, Yes, indeed. So y'all know how it feels when we lose a game. Imagine playing the game and you losing the game. And you just try to have a fun time going to a bowling alley and you fool around and lose a game at the bowling alley and somebody look over and say, see, I told you the Cowboys suck, man. If you played for the Eagles, you probably would have won that bowling game. But since you played for the Cowboys, man, everybody. Yes, indeed. So I love the fact that this team, they figure out a way that they all be on the same page. There's no big guys, no little U's. Now, what I did discover is that DBs hang out with DBs and linebackers hang out with linebackers, D-line hang out with D-lines. You see what I'm saying? There's no cross-mixing of all of that. But when they do all get together, defenses hang out with defensive guys. It's rarely offensive guy with the defensive guys when they do hang out. That's the craziest thing. When I say, hey, man, if I bring my guy, I say, who he is? Oh, man, he on the offense side, man. Get out of here, man. But I do like that aspect. These boys are solid together. I love it. And I'm not protecting them in that sense. But they ain't on Harry Hines and stuff. They ain't out there chasing. They ain't out there calling these girls and say, come swing by, man. I'll be over here for a second. You know, they're not doing none of that stuff. So I love the culture. I love the atmosphere. They talk about family and stuff and pensions and things of like that nature of how they can preserve their money and beyond and getting things going and say, hey, Law, you know any good deals I can get, you know. But it's all good. It's all good. Let's listen to this right here.
I'll play devil's advocate with Bobby's little dream world here with all the sprinkles and the pixie dust.
Puppy dogs and ice cream.
Yeah. They haven't started playing any real games. Mm-hmm. Jerry hasn't really been talking. And all the noise after a losing streak has not been magnified. Yeah, it's fun with Brian Schottenheimer right now, and, you know, everyone's kumbaya and everything, and Quinnen got paid, and CD and George are besties. How much louder was it for George Pickens after the Lions game than some of his worst moments with Pittsburgh? Mm-hmm. If they get shredded with the run, and we start saying, why'd you pay Quinnen Williams? What's up with this D-line? The negative noise is obviously much, much louder. And let's see this.
Now, I ain't going to play the rest of this, but I just want to say I get where he's coming to play devil's advocate. You're not going to win every game. You're going to lose a game that you don't even supposed to lose to, right? Why my light got me looking like I'm... Come on, light. Shoot, light got me looking high yellow over here. Hold on. Let me see if I can do it over here. Come on. Go that way. I want y'all to see the melanation in the nation. Come on with it. All right, so I want to say that not all things are bad when you lose. Not all things are bad when you lose. It's the nature of how you lose. Do you still have fight? Are you building up character moments so that when you get to the postseason, that you don't lose that way again? Let me see if I can pull up this right here. And I'm going to point these out, you know, and I know y'all are expertise at this. 2023 Dallas Cowboys schedule. I'm going to pull up Dallas Cowboys schedule in 2023. We got time, though. Y'all good? Are you guys good with time and everything? Are y'all tired of me, man? Hit that like button. Put LAW in the chat if y'all want me to continue to go down this pathway. It's the nature of how you lose. And if you lose a certain way, then it comes around again that same way, you ain't winning no Super Bowl. You ain't winning no playoff games. You ain't winning deep down in the situation because this is 2023. 40-0 against New York. New York was favored in that game. 30-10. The Jets were favored in that game, believe it or not, but, you know, Aaron Rodgers got hurt, and then they dismissed the 30-10 thing. the nature on how we lost to the Arizona Cardinals. I get it. A loss is a loss, a win is a win. But 28-16, the reason why I'm bringing this up is that team ran all over us. If I'm not mistaken, we couldn't stop them. Now, there still was a winnable game. Let me see what the box score was in this game, if I can find it. If I can't find it, that's okay. Yeah, I can't find it. That's okay. Because I think if I click on it, it'll get rid of it. Hold on. Let me see if I can click on it like that. It's not going to take me there. Oh, made a mistake. But it's the nature. If my memory serves me correct, they ran all over us. Physicality. That's how they beat us. And did we make any adjustments and stuff like that? Nope. Because the following week, we ran through New England, and that was the first time I believe that the Cowboys beat New England in a long-ass time or something like that. 38-3. Everybody was like, okay, Cowboys are just a hiccup. And then we played against the San Francisco 49ers. They beat the dog snot out of us. And if you're a good team, you shouldn't get beat that bad. You should lose for a few, but you shouldn't lose like 42-10. And 49, I'll never forget, Twin was all calling and he said, hey, Law, it's okay, man, it's okay. Spitting all of his facts that I didn't want to hear about how that team, yeah. And we lost to Dobbs. What's the dude named Dobbs for the Arizona Cardinals? Yeah. That's another thing. Like, games like that, when it's a backup quarterback, shoot, you're supposed to win. And from there, we beat the Los Angeles Chargers, who everybody favored them. Everybody loved Herb that game, but he didn't do anything. We won the bye week. We played the Los Angeles Rams, and we beat the brakes off of them 43-20. But then we played against Philly, 28-23. I think that game was when they flipped Dak Prescott. He laid it on his head or something like that, or it was the nature of, yeah. That game right there really pissed me off because we got inside our own 5 and we got cute. We started doing dumb stuff, I believe. That was a very winnable game. And then we went on a run. But look at the teams we beat. Look at the teams we beat. We beat the Giants, who were nobody at that time. Beat Carolina, they were still sus. They sucked or what have you. We beat the Washington Commodes. They were nobody, really, 45. We lit up the score clock. We beat Seattle. That was a hell of a game. People were looking at Bland like, hey, man, what's going on? DK is killing them, right? And the Seattle, to show you, Seattle during that time frame, we probably could have lost that game. I ain't going to say we should have lost, but we probably could have. But Seattle, they was like us last season. You can see the potentials in the team, but the defense was dog SHI. You know, you can find a T where you put it at. But with 41-35, and then we beat the snot out of the doggone Philly, 33-13. Yeah. They was in shambles. But it was the nature on how we lost to the Buffalo Bills. So many people were so focused on Dak Prescott versus Joshua Allen. By us not being able to stop the run that game, that was a key indicator that we wasn't ready. We didn't have the personnel, and it was way too late in the season to get linebackers and beyond. But it was the nature on how that they looked like they had reincarnated Thurman Thomas. I think he's still alive, though. And they had Thurman Thomas mixed in with Barry Sanders and Emmett with the running back. I forgot his name, but he was running all over us, man, like dog diarrhea. And we never got over that part. We never fixed it. That indicator showed that we were a very much so pretender type of team. And then for the following week, we tried to recoup and revamp all of that, and we lost a very close game to Miami because it was a fumble inside our own 5 or something like that. But neither here nor there. We barely scraped away against the damn Detroit. They was pissed off because they felt as if though they were robbed of a win or what have you. But we didn't literally play the game that we supposed to play because we turned the ball over. We didn't score when we supposed to score. This game shouldn't have been 20-19. That game should have been, we left about 3 touchdowns on the field because our inability to punch it in, our inability to play physical, and even though we had more talent than Detroit that season, we didn't have enough physicality. They were more physical than us. They're pretty much, they beat the brakes off of us from a physical aspect. Then, of course, we rest a few starters, but we played and started this game 38-10, and then we know what happened. 48-32. That score is not really telling of what really happened in that game. They jumped out to damn near 40 points by the time we looked up. It was like, oh, shoot, we in garbage time for real. But we never made the adjustment, in my opinion, since week 3. Now, I'm saying, I know I'm long-winded with my talks or what have you, but y'all got to understand where I'm coming from. When week 3 happened, to me, when the Ravens talking about, when the Chicago Bears were talking about, hey, Roquan is unhappy, he want to move on from Matt Eberflus, the team or what have you, and he was ready to leave, and he's disgruntled, and I think that they was only offering a 3rd-round draft. I would have ran to that table and got a Roquan Smith week 3, week 4-ish. Would Roquan Smith change the flow of all of this? I don't know. But we was too damn satisfied because we beat the New England Patriots 38-3. Yeah, we lost to the damn team like a San Fran who could run the ball. And then we're like, the next following week, hey, we beat the Los Angeles. We okay. We can use Marquise Bell as a linebacker. We winning games. Then the bye week happened, and I think that was like the trade deadline week, and we didn't make a single move. And I'm sitting here like, damn. Don't be satisfied. Think about it. It's 2026. We haven't sniffed the playoff since this. Don't be satisfied, Cowboys Nation, is what I'm trying to say. If you see that what you got going on, go make that move. Go add that extra bodies to the table. I like what Brian Schottenheimer said about the running back with quick twitches and stuff like that. That helps us out tremendously. But neither here nor there, man. I think I'm I'm going into the deep end on this one because I love this team. And I'm not going to be satisfied if we play New York week 1 and we put up 40-0, or we beat them 28-10, or we end up beating them 30-10, or we do them like the San Fran did us, 42-10. I'm not going to be satisfied. It's the damn Giants. I'm not going to be satisfied if we steamroll the Washington team and we start off 2-0 or what have you. I won't even be satisfied if we beat week 3. We just beat the brakes off the Ravens. If I see something that if we need 2 yards and we got 3 tries at it and we can't get them damn 2 yards on offense by running the ball, I'm going back to the drawing board. And if we need to stop a team from getting 2 measly yards or 3 yards in a cloud of dust, as they say, and we don't have the ability to stop those guys on 3 yards, and we can't stop the run at will, then I'm pissed off. I'm saying here, saying that all of this stuff that we talking about, showing clips, not showing clips, I'm saying, well, shoot, it ain't helping us out now. You might as well show the clips, So all of this stuff about the Cowboys and all of this stuff about, hey, they don't want clips to be shown. Well, I need to show the evidence. I need to see the evidence when it's time to play in the regular season then. I need quick starts, Yeah. Baltimore Ravens getting their ass whooped. I feel you, Ice Cold. We need to whoop them. It's about time. You know what I'm saying? It's about time. I can't stand the Ravens, too, by this time. We need to beat them. We need to let them know who. Then that'd be a good test. Round week 3 on a neutral territory in Brazil. We need to see some whoopery going around. All right, let me get one more. I can't listen to no more of them guys. As of right now, what we see, let me see what they talking about.
Where do we stand on the battle between Durant and Revel at the moment? And do you have a favorite in that yet?
Yeah, I think Durant is the favorite at the moment. He has the veteran experience that he brings to this outfit. And, not only the ball production that he had during his time with the Rams, but, he's played in multiple different schemes. He's played inside. He's played outside. Just the experience of having all those things under his belt. Whereas Savone Revel, yes, he's a good man press guy. He has these physical attributes that are super unique, especially to the cornerback room, but he's still learning a lot of the things that Kobe Durant's been doing for the last 3-4 years. And so I think just from an experience standpoint, Durant already had a leg up coming into camp. I think he's been consistent every day, whereas Revel's had the up and downs. But, I still think Revel is a quality rotational body where if, Bland or Durant has to miss time, I think Revel would be a good guy to step in there and get the young guys some reps. But as of right now, I see Durant being the starter.
Hell yeah. I like this, I do see Durant being the starter and a necessary one. And that ease the pressure that you got on Revel. And I know the competitive heart and demeanor in him. It pisses him off, too, a little bit. Like, y'all don't believe in me that much? Come on, man. Look at this guy, But I like that. It's necessary competition. And like I say, these boys on defense, not like this. They like this. They very tight. And there's no big guys, no little U's. And he's representing that number 2 real hard in a good way, So I like what Kobe Durant is doing. He's been solid in the camp. Him, Revel, Butler, they've been doing some good stuff. Now Barron, you throw him into the mix. Bland had his fair shares, but Bland get cooked a lot because of you going up against CD, and then you going up against Pickens, which both of them boys are too, but not the way they throw damn Bland out there. Keep in mind, when you see number 2 or Kobe Durant cooking, he's cooking on the number 2 wide receiver. The first read always be where Bland is at. I'm like, damn. But Ice Cold Revel is as advertised, man. It's what we're saying. And Kobe been as advertised as well. And okay, let's go to the next one. Nick Harris on the offensive line. Let me see. Okay, we can go through these. Let's go.
How are you feeling from what you've seen with Guyton so far?
For what we've seen out here in camp, I think the biggest thing that's jumped out to me is,
Hey, man, we're going to round down, man. We ain't going to round up to 31 years now. Come on, man.
In his first 2 seasons, he was so wide with his hand placement, whereas now it's gotten a lot more narrow, and he's been driving guys up through their chest plate. And so, that's a big thing. It's going to bring down his penalties. I think it's also going to refine his technique at the end of the day. But, hey, you're going to have to check back with me in week 5, week 6 when we have, a pretty good sample size under our belts.
We haven't talked too much because of Guyton about Nate Thomas. What have you thought about the more limited reps or how he's looked in those reps?
Yeah, I'll say, guys, for every offensive lineman behind the starting 5, not named TJ Bass, it's been rough sledding. And Nate Thomas.
He's speaking big facts right there. I thought Nate Thomas was going to have a good off season, but it's just been the starters.
Is included in that category, and he's even found himself getting whittled down to reps with the threes at times, just to get him some confidence against lower end pass rushers. It just hasn't worked out for him here at camp. I wonder maybe if they try to get him some guard reps before camp is over, just to see what that looks like too. But it feels like he's taking a step back here at camp so far.
How are you?
Yeah, so I just be weary what I say about guards and tackles and stuff. That's not my area of expertise. I like what they can do. Everybody got eyes they can see, right? But in practice, I just don't say much about those things on both sides, whether it's D-line or, to a degree, O-line. I normally just wait until the actual game. Preseason, that's where I do my best evaluation. We can talk about, hey, that was a sack, man, when they do the little touch, when Sean Gary blows through halls and necessary against Terrence Steele or Tyler Guyton, and then he touched Dak, and they say that's a sack. Or when Sam Williams blow through a line, and he hit the running back in the backfield, they say, hey, that's a tackle for loss. I need to see it in the real game, because I'm old enough to remember, man, we be right there with the guys, man, holding hands, shaking hands, and they still period off, and they still make the throw, or they slip through and still make the throw. And one of the most demoralizing thing that I could think of is Aaron freaking Rodgers. To this day, I still can't stand the man, He just got a punchable face with that catch a predator face. And I can't stand Aaron Rodgers, man. The man had one leg in 2014, and we couldn't get to him. We touched him, and he still got a way to slip through and still make a throw. And then he did it again in 2016. I'm sitting like, hey! What was Jeff Heath or Orlando Scandrick, one of them boys? I'm sitting like, hey, you can't just knock the ball out. And Aaron was able to get the ball out. So I have nightmares about this, man. I just like to see when we touch them, they go down, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? Y'all feel my pain. So I wait for the real game, man. I wait for the real seasons, man. And this happened for many of years, Games we should have won. Shout out to everything. And no offense to Aaron Rodgers, man.
Now, Kevin, I think the big question here, when are we going to get George Pickens signed to his big deal? Now that this is done.
They missed the deadline.
There's no deadline. You can always sign him to a longer deal. You can always. Right now, the Cowboys, we can hear breaking news that the Cowboys extended George Pickens to a 3-year, 4-year contract, even though he signed the franchise tag. Just because he signed a franchise tag doesn't mean that he got to play off of it. And I'm not finna hear the rest of it. At some point, and I'm not beating them up because y'all know y'all some messy folks. Just we got him now. GP is here now. So when will he sign a long-term deal? I don't give a damn. We got him now. If he had a Jay Leno face out there, long head bent down, and all walking around moping and soaking and stuff, I'll be like, there's a problem. If he was laid out on the table talking about, my back, my neck, no offense to Micah, I love you, Mama Parsons. You probably still watching. If he ain't doing none of that, let that dog be. And I'm not finna count the man. Paper, money, or whatever. He's making $28 million. I hope that I can get like $1 or $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Head up. So he's getting $28 million. He's not worried. He's having fun. He's kicking power lawns. He's talking noise. He's doing documentary stuff with CD. CD said, hey, I want my brother here. So let's not fabricate and make stuff up. And I'm not saying that they are doing that, by the way. But he's here now. He's here now. And when he catch a 3-touchdown pass game or what have you, and if he scores and do all of this stuff, all I'm going to say this year is saying, hey, Jerry, you better pay him. Because that price is going to go up. Because I know you're going to fold and pay him anyway. Because he's smart. He's not talking. He's not on a podcast. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be. But y'all get with what I'm saying. He's here now. So enjoy it, and let's get something out of it. Let's go get this ring. He's betting on himself. He's here now. We got the best wide receiver group in the National Football League. I can boldly say that. I don't give a damn about Jamar Chase and T. Higgins because them boys are just two. They don't have a Ryan Flo. And they don't have a Kevontae Turpin. And I'm waiting for that Cowboy negative fan to say, what else? No, there should be no more excuses for Dak Prescott, Dad. No. You just a Dak Prescott apologist. Hush your tiny little mouth. I got that from a kid's movie I watched. Hush your tiny little mouth, was it, whatever the name of that movie. Zootopia. Because we don't need that. We got the best unit, best offensive line, and the run game is soon to be. Because Javonte Williams another year removed off of that ACL, and if you like what he did last year, let's just double that back. Dominique said somebody already in the chat. Talk about it now. Just crying about everything, man. You got a roof over your head. You got AC. The bills are paid. And you worry about 4 months down the line, 5 months down the line. Man, just enjoy that AC and enjoy that roof over your head now. But it's been 30 years, 30 seasons, 31 to be exact. Man, hush. I ain't talking about you that said 31 earlier. But you guys give it what I'm saying. Yeah, guys, give it what I'm saying. Enjoy the moment now, man. Just enjoy it because we got weapons now. Look, and when Saturday can't get here fast enough, so I can see Sam Howell and Joe Milton throw and sling that ball all over the field. What is it?
Stop crying about what went wrong.
and Ghost, you my guy, man. I ain't beating you up, That's my guy. But y'all give me what I'm saying. Like, let's stop crying about everything. Let's enjoy this moment. So when we beat the brakes off of the Giants, I don't want to hear, well, that's the Giants. Because if they beat us, then they'd be like, oh, man, the sky is falling. Oh, man, it's to the end of the world. We got George Pickens. Nah, is all I want to say.
And here is the issue with the dead money. Sorry if this is too nerdy for people or whatever. This year, how much do you think CeeDee Lamb counts against the cap? His contract is for $34 million per year.
$13 million.
It's 19.6.
Okay.
What do you think it is next year?
$29 million.
$46 million.
Is he making that much?
CeeDee Lamb's cap hit next year is $46 million. And what they're going to do, look, and so whenever you see cap numbers for the Cowboys next year, just keep in mind they're going to drop that number by like
they'll pull the levers.
$18 to $20 million. They'll kick it down into next year. But here's the issue that you start to run into then.
Dak's going to get $99 million.
I mean, kind of. But for CeeDee Lamb, then in 2028, it's 25 $25.9 million. He'll be 29. Then going into his year 30 season when he's not under contract, he counts against the cap 14.
Man, CD ain't going nowhere. He got 88 on his chest. Jerry will be 95 to 99 years old. You know, if he can still see the game, we ain't worried about that. CD is not a guy that you're going to let walk for free. So either you're going to get more and more things from him or he's going to be on this team. Dak Prescott, he's going to be on this team. I think he's going to end up retiring a Cowboy. Right? That's just how it goes. And for those who want to get off on, hey, man, I'm ready for Dak to go, man. Dak got to go. Well, wait your ass 4 to 5 more years and he gone. And then you can cry about the next quarterback. Joe Milton or Sam Howell or whoever else. Deion little son, you know what I mean? If he get over here. So whoever it may be, cry about the next quarterback. He ain't going nowhere. It's just for what it is. And if he do leave somewhere, it'll be because Joe Milton or Sam Howell just goes in and do some crazy good stuff. And that's a plus for us. I don't give a dog. Following this, I'm proud to say I've been following this team before they knew how to read, write, and knew what color blue was and what a football means, right? So regardless, I'm going to still be a fan after they go. What crawls up into me is when people think that we are Cowboy fans because of that. We are Cowboy fans because of the CeeDee Lambs and stuff like that. No, we've been fans of this team way before they even thought about it. And we'll be fans way after, by the way, and talking about the same talk track. But y'all be so much in a rush to get rid of him. And Cooper Rush right now dropped the package off to my crib the other day. Talking about, hey, is this the right address? Did you order Shout out to Cooper Rush, man. But we ride or die, man. Shoot, if you go back and watch my shows, even when Cooper Rush was the quarterback, we still got happy and we still got mad when we lost. Win, lose, or draw. It was still the same play-by-play. Wasn't no hidden agendas and stuff like that. I'm old enough, and I know y'all old enough to remember 2020 when we had all of those boys out there that everybody wanted. Andy Dalton, oh, man, behind this offensive line and CeeDee Lamb. Oh, Andy Dalton going to be a trailblazer. He can read, and he can write, Law. He going to do some crazy great things. All of those long-ass paragraphs y'all done wrote, I can't find them people on Facebook no more who wrote all of those essays about Andy Dalton with the silver and blue, and we finally got us a true quarterback. Where they at now? You can't find them to call in, to leave a message, and all of them being Anthony DiNucci fans. Oh, man, Mike McCarthy picked him out. He's going to be the next Aaron Rodgers. He's going to take Dak Prescott's job. Where they at now? I can't find them. I can't find them people, man. They still got channels and stuff, and they talking. But I can't find them on the news feed. Trey Lance, oh, man, Trey Lance, you'll say it's coming. He's about to take Dak Prescott's job. Trigger Trey is back at it. I can't even find a Trey Lance highlight tape throwing the football, no long essays about how Trey Lance is better than Dak. I can't find them. Where they at, man? They will swear to Bob that Trey Lance or Joe Milton is about to take Dak Prescott's job. And they swear to God, or Bob, or Moses, or whoever they swear to, that Andy Dalton, they were really 100% on Andy Dalton. They said he can read and write. You know, I can't find them Andy Dalton fans. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed, boy.
Stop crying about what went wrong.
Yup. And it only lasts for a real quick Costco sample size with Cooper Rush. And I like Rush. Rush my guy. You can't find a Cooper Rush fan right now. He went over to the Ravens, had a perfect opportunity to prove that he was at least better than Lamar. Which way they go? Cooper Rush running for his life over there, man. The red rifle. Yeah, they said, Andy. Well, where Cooper Rush at, man? I love it, man. I love it. Well, see, here's the thing. They make their statements about Cooper Rush. They make these long paragraphs, do 2 or 3 shows on a 3-letter to 4-letter network. What was the big guy? I forgot his name. He really had it out for Cooper Rush. I forgot his name. He's a real fat guy. I hate to call him like that. And, boy, he got a lot of enemies, man. He had Shay Sharp after them. What's that guy's name? Y'all put his name down in the chat, man. He do a lot of politics stuff, too. Big fat guy. I forgot his name. And I hate describing him like that. But he had the worst takes ever, man. Yeah, not Rex Ryan. Rush with the Falcons. Shout out to Rush. Man, Brandon Whedon was crazy. I can't move on. The Whitlock. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God, man. Jason Whitlock. Come on, man. And Jason Whitlock, I love some of your content, but not all of your content. You know. Jason Whitlock, boy, he swear to Bob, man. Hey, man, Cooper Rush, man, let me just tell you, if Cooper Rush was running this team, we'll see the Cowboys finally winning the Super Bowl. And here's why. Cooper Rush got Joe Montana, right hand to the man. Him and Colin Cowherd said literally, Cooper Rush got Joe Montana, capabilities, man. And I'm sitting here like, come on, man. Yes, indeed. Boy, he was the first one that they got rid of Fox and ESPN, Jason Whitlock. And I hate to describe the man as a fat guy. You know, he can be skinny by tomorrow if he take those Ozempic shots. So shout out to Jason Whitlock and all what he do, man. He's a real good content creator, by the way. You know, no shade at him. I could be a fat guy by tomorrow. Y'all be like, yeah, that fat guy named Law, be on TV talking crazy stuff. Phil Maffa conversation. Let's listen to this.
You'd mentioned Phil Maffa, and that's somebody that Clayton Adams mentioned as well. And what have been your thoughts? I know you just kind of mentioned it about how his camp has looked overall.
Yeah, start with the size, right? He's a little bit different dimension than the other running backs. He's kind of a bigger guy. Whoa. But think about it. Last year, when he, got into training camp from his injury, he had kind of, it wasn't a full season for him that last year at Clemson. And so now this year he's had a season with the team. He's had an off season and training camp. And I'll be interesting to see just how he if he takes advantage of the opportunities that he's going to be given. You need different dimensions in your running backs. You don't want all the same, right?
Yeah.
And so he's more of a big back now. Can he earn some snaps? It'll be a good thing to sort of find out. And then, the other thing is you got to have these guys ready. I mean, if you look back to last year, they thought they had Miles Sanders. Well, he gets hurt. And that was that. So now that gave opportunities to everybody else. Jaden Blue was kind of struggling, figuring out how to be an NFL player. Much better this year. Now maybe we can see his speed and just what it does to an offense in competition like this.
Now, you'd mentioned...
Good stuff, man. Let me see. Hold on. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Hold on, man. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, hold on, man. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, here he is right here. Hold on, let's take right here. Hold on.
What was going on in the National Football League and in football over the weekend. So here we are on Monday, and I got to start with Cooper Rush and the Dallas Cowboys. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers last night. Wasn't the most impressive victory, but it's their fourth victory in the last 5 games, and Jerry Jones must be sitting somewhere scratching his head. We have won 4 or 5 of our last games without our $60 million a year quarterback, the quarterback I just gave all that guaranteed money and made the highest paid player in the NFL. We're winning with Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush is now, I think, 11 TDs and 3 interceptions. Dak Prescott, in the 8 games he started this year, 11 TDs, 8 interceptions, and the Cowboys had a 3-5 record under Dak Prescott.
Man, y'all remember them days, man? you know, stat watching, not watching the whole game of how we win and how we lost. Boy, let me tell you.
I am not sitting here today calling Cooper Rush a better quarterback than Dak Prescott. But I think what we're learning and what Jerry Jones and Cowboys fans are going to have to acknowledge, Dak Prescott is not the engine driving Cowboys victories. He's a nice player, puts up nice stats, but he's not the engine. What did Cam Newton say about a trailer and whatever this dragon?
Yeah.
The trailer. That's what Dak Prescott is.
Hey, man, you know, I'm glad that time is just answer all things, man. And I love the fact that now, granted, I couldn't find, like, it was another video that he said that, you know, because I think Cooper won like another game or something like that. And he said, well, shoot, Cooper Rush is better than Dak. And I can probably, if I had more time, I'll pull that video up. But it's just crazy how many people agreed with that guy. And we had to sit back and just take it. We had to take all of that stupid stuff, man. And it's crazy. And it's just absolute drunk take. And we can go takes for takes, man, for many a moons with all of this stuff, man. But since it's 8 o'clock, man, getting close there. Shout out to Jason Whitlock and his opinions. And just like anyone else with their opinions, take it with a grain of salt. We're not going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to win the Super Bowl. We're going to win playoff games. We're not going to win playoff games. Take them all with a grain of salt. It's not up to us what we can do. It's up to those players. On the field, blood, sweat, and tears. The demeanor, the tenacity, the vicious approach to this game. It's up to them on whether or not this team can excel and win it all. Regardless of someone seeing the clip or not seeing the clip. It's up to you that's going to play on the field to make the changes. Air Michael Jordan. They knew that he had the fadeaway jump shot. They knew it was coming. Can you stop it? Shaquille O'Neal. They knew he was about to dunk on you. But can you hack him and shack him to get to the free throw line? Is that a winning philosophy and formula? So many arguments, debates back and forth with LeBron James. Regardless of the situation. If he a ring chaser. If he's really the GOAT or not the GOAT. But can you stop him? Can you stop him is what the name of the game is. The mindset, the war of attrition. to put in consistency for day in and day out. Watching this man for decades of generation dominate. What this further points out is that even him, you need a team. And I think during this stretch of time in the last 20 years, 20 seasons, or 25, how many years it been, we can only look back at Dirk Nowitzki as a person that was pretty much all by himself with his fadeaway jump shot and shooting things out. But he still needed, what was it, Terry and Kidd and them. So he still need a team. So we need a team, and it's up to these players to make the play. It's up to these coaches to coach the situation, to scheme it up, to put people in the proper position to win. With tape or without tape, can you dominate? That all rhymes. With tape, without tape, can you dominate? Do you have the resources? Do you have the personnel? Some would say, yeah, we do. Clearly in 2023, we didn't. Why? Because we have Marquise Bell playing linebacker. Where's Marquise Bell at now? He's a safety. Not even the starter right now. Shout out to Silver Star, Ice Cold Cowboy. Kobe won with Paul, Fisher, and Horry. Yep. Kobe the beast out there, man. King Kobe, man. Shout out to him. The Mamba. The Black Mamba. I was watching, you know, they got all of these AI videos nowadays. But I love to go on Twitter or TikTok, and you see that snake, that black mamba. And you see it get into a fight, and it look like it's tussling. And you be like, oh man, that mamba might die. That animal got the advantage. And all of a sudden you see the animal get stiff and can't move because he got him. All it takes is one strike, one vicious venom, one of the most venomous snakes on the planet.
Jose_TX $1519.99. Law, you demand. Last year I could care less about preseason. This year I can't wait to watch even the scrubs. 2026 feels different. DC4L.
Woo, baby! Boy, I thank you so much for your support. Oh man, on the way out, it's like giving the benediction and then somebody say, hey, I got an offering for you.
Bartek! What is your profession?
They deserve all of those. You know why? Oh my God. It hit me. Oh my gosh. It hit me. My guy. It hit me. Texas 1-5. Let me start my music all the way over again. Y'all feel that? Hold on. Turn it all the way up. Let me break down this super chat. You gotta be insane sometime to be a Cowboy fan. I'm gonna break this down, but I might want to change up the music just a little bit. Hold on. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Give me 1 second here. When I find this music, boy. And it's necessary. Wait, when I find this music, give me 1 second. Ah, I found it. Ah, I got you there. Turn it all the way off. I'm about to turn all the way up, y'all. You gotta be crazy. Somebody driving a long way and they listening to this. Let me see some fire in the chat. If you know where I'm going and understand that super chat that my brother sent me. I gotta go when y'all put some fire in the chat. Oh yeah, you know what time it is.
Spartan! What is your profession?
Come on, man. I gotta let that spirit of the war stand tall with it. Let the spirit, I gotta see some more fire in the chat. Come on, Gut Bummer. Let me see some fire in the chat. Cause I got to break down this super chat right here. I gotta break that down. Law, you the man. Last year, I cared less about the preseason. This year, I can't wait to watch every player, even the scrubs. 2026 feels different. DC for life. I need some more fire in the chat. Come on, baby. Come on, man. I gotta get more fire than that, John. Come on, baby. Come on, man. Jerry Jones, let me see some fire in the chat. Come on, man. I gotta get some more fire in the chat, man. I need some more fire in the chat, man. Let me get to this point. One more fire, one more fire. Come on, Jerry. Let me see some fire in there. I want to see it all up there. Come on, baby. Turn me up, turn it all the way up. Let it rattle your soul, sinew.
Spartans! Prepare for glory!
All right, baby. We there, baby. Come on, man. The reason why my brother from another mother said, I'm ready, I'm locked loaded to watch every preseason game, even the scrubs, because he identified the finite issue with this tape is that we've been bottlenecked, we've been top heavy, but now he understands that it takes 53 man, it takes a complete tape, and it takes even the lowest of the lowest end to make sure that everybody can stand into the gap. Everybody can stand tall when it's time to fight. It's like that, baby. So now that when we look at this, if it's a Joshua Butler, can he make that tackle? Now when it's time to go out there and watch these games happening, can Carson stand tall with it? If not, we need to dismiss him. If not, we need to see if Reddy Stewart is ready to be a safety this season. On top of that, that's why it's so important to really see what a Nate and a Thomas can do for you out there on the field. Who in the hell is Drew Shelton? Can he stand tall and protect the quarterback? Can Joe Milton hit a MVS down the safes?
Read it.
Give me my thing, you.
The reason why it's so important to watch every single preseason game, because if this other player is going off, we need to see, can we accumulate that knowledge over here? Shout out to my guy Okoye. We need to figure out a way that if we make it sure that there's no bull sugar going on, if Jadon Blue fumbled like he did today in preseason, and if Malik Davis is running that ball through A gap, through B gap, and protecting that ball, then damn it, week one, our backup running back or our number 2 running back don't need to be political. It need to be Malik Davis. We need to figure out, can Trayshawn hold it down? We don't need politics. We don't need all of these handouts for certain players. We need to figure out if it is a real situation and scenario that our backup can stand tall and be our starters if we needed to.
And they understand the cost.
What is your profession?
We need to find out, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls around the world, if Barron, if he did what he did today on Saturday, he need to be moved up to the first team.
Sacrifice.
Turn me up again, baby. Come on, baby. Also, hey. Also, we need to see intellectual play call and design. I know preseason you're not game prepping. You're not literally scouting out the opposing ops. But damn it, we still need to see some football stuff. We don't need to see the team being confused. We don't need to hear the excuses of somebody got clips and they watching clips and now all of a sudden they got the answers to the test. Let them have the answers to the test. It doesn't matter, because when you big and bad and strong, it doesn't matter what they know. When Shaq get the ball in the low post and it's time for him to turn and yam it, it don't give a damn who you are. Do what you are designed to do. Everybody knew that when it was Emmitt Smith down there, we knew 22 was going to get the ball. We knew that Moose Johnson was going to lead the way. We knew that, hey, Mr. Old Reliable is Jay Novacek. We knew that the playmaker going to make his plays. So therefore, I come out to tell you guys, it doesn't matter what the ops know. It's all matter what you know.
Spartan! What is your profession?
You put the baby in the fire. You put the baby in the fire. Roast that butt. Come on, baby. And let me tell you something before I depart. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty, and it will, and useless, and it will without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you were glad to go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or play, to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the things you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, if neither cold or the poverty or the famish or fame or the sickness of body or brain can turn you away from the things you want. Come on, baby.
No days off. No days off. No days off. Spartans, prepare for glory. Spartans, what is your profession?
Look at the beard coming up out of there, baby. Look at the eyes, baby. War. Come on. Let's go, Cowboys Nation. That's all the time I have for this moment. DC for life, not for short. Peace. Let's get it. Let's go, baby. And now it's time to roll.
Can we check or something?
Those cribs.
I've been really in the field, I love the feel lately. I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal lately. I just wanna.
Can y'all hear me? Come on.
Yeah. Kinda check us on. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up. Yeah.
Roll Tide, baby. Shout out to Gwen and Win.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the game.
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black.
Who will law?
I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm
Put
with
LAW in the chat. Come on.
Still the same, not switching sides. Now it's about loyalty.
By loyalty, baby. For 30 years, we ain't switching. Come on.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust
Shout out to your coach, Mom.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel lately. I just wanna run it up. And they understand that. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal lately. I just wanna run it up. Yeah.
longest outro in the land.
Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Away. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Kiss around, surround. Whatever will be, will be.
Tell him. Tell him run it all the way up.
They can come closer than close.
I wake up, flex.
Come on.
Down that check.
This is
No
the evil world we live
drip,
in.
tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex. Thumb down that check. No drip, this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands. I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me.
Come on.
I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me.
What we got?
I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick with Greg.
Hey.
The first one in, the last one out, can't call me
Can't
lazy.
call all lazy.
I was sending the invoice and they paid.
Come on.
I need 6 rings like MJ.
Come on, baby, we need 6 of them.
I wake up, flex, thumb down that.
Yeah.
No drip,
Oh my
this.
God,
Tell
who
them run
the
it
hell
up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that. No drip, this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I tell them run it up. Gon' make me take that trip where I
Come on, baby. Where that first preseason game at? Let me take a trip out there. Come on.
Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself, they getting buried.
Yeah.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games.
Yeah.
Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Not mine.
I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip, this. Tell them run it up. No
George!
sleep, no rest. Might
George!
crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down that check. No drip, this. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I
stretch.
Tell them run it up.
Come on, baby. Hey, slow it down just a little bit. The sounds of soft souls and hits, oldies, brought to you by Law Nation, Frenkel and Frenkel Personal Injury, Lawyers, Haymaker, Choctaw Casino and Resort. Yep. Put that cigarette down. Go roll one. We got Seattle Seahawks on the menu this week. Come on.
Ready? Run from it. Destiny arrives all the now it's here. What should I say? I
am. Sing it. I be yours. Thank you. I follow whatever you do. Whatever you do. Come on. Play a tune. And remember.
Now, so the cocaine's happening. When does that start?
Haters, won't you do me a huge favor? Haters, do me a huge favor. Lean forward just a little bit.
All in one. Don't let the street
understand the cost
all alone.
that is involved.
You know it's
There's 1,000
call. Come on, harmonize with me. Shout out to you, Lucky. Said me and my wife dance on this song on our wedding. Thanks, Lord.
Give a $20 seed. But I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit here. I got you. And this is what I want you to do. If you're giving electronically, or you're giving tangibly, bring them baskets. I want to listen to you. I want to see the folks. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the, take your phone and stick it on the bucket. Shh. Giving is worship.
Chili's baby back ribs.
Giving is worship.
I got my baby back ribs.
Giving is worship. This ain't the time to talk.
It was a Chili's.
1,000 people need to give $20. 1,000
baby
people need to
back
give $20.
rams.
1,000 people online.
I got
need to
my
give $20.
baby
This is
back
easy.
rams. Thank you.
This is an easy
And remember,
miracle.
that's brought to you by
You should be able
Trasher.
to raise $40,000 tonight just from y'all giving. That's it.
I'm still the boy. Close them doors, y'all. I'm still.
I'm still them boys. Bartek! What is your profession? Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Don't y'all leave up out of here thinking that the LA Rams, that was all Super Bowl. Don't let the Rams talk you up out of that. Nah. We marvel at everything and anything that we do. Yes, indeed. That is right.
Sacrifice, don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday. Yeah, depend on you.
If you put the fire up there.
Win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Until next time, man, if we offended anyone, charge it to my head. I've been live for too long, but, man, I owe y'all a 24-hour marathon, but not right now. I'm still kind of like jet lagged from being in Oxnard, so we probably give you one of those on another day, though. DC for life, not for sure. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, until next time.
And who can do it like me? Nobody. Who can give you what you need? Nobody. Who can do you all night long? Nobody, baby.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.
They can come.